and then I guess we'll need the what do you call it?
We'll need
the
more people.
More people would be awesome.
We need thumbs up. We need people to
yeah,
share the video.
Thumbs.
Oops, and maybe if I pause my video, that would help.
Yeah, same thing with me. I had a video up here, and I had to stop. I had to close it. Yeah, if we had thumbs ups in here, that'd be awesome. If we had subscribers, if we had people subscribing, and all that stuff. But you ready?
Yeah. Let's get this show on the road.
All right, here we go. Cover your ears. There we go. Thank you, man.
It's really loud to me. Am I loud or am I?
You're good.
I'm good.
You're good, man.
All right.
You're good. Hey, everybody, welcome. This is John BL's Straturday night. There he is.
This guy right here.
It's his show, but I'll do most of the talking the first 5 minutes.
Oh,
so
I'd love you to do that. Let's get all the,
all the announcements,
all the Johnny Beane stuff out of the way.
Yeah,
then will be my show. No.
Yes, and of course, if you have anything to promote, feel free.
Nothing that I can think of right now. So we'll see.
Awesome. Well, hey, everybody, welcome. It is May 15th, 2021, 9:01 p.m. Pacific. Where I am,
here? I don't even know.
Santa Cruz.
Oh, it's 12.
Where this guy is, it's 12:02.
Oh, 2.
Sunday.
Flying. It is Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. Awesome. And then where's the other thing here? Wait, that'd be the no, it's not that one. It's this one.
There you go.
It's that one, and then this one.
Oh.
Hey, welcome, dude.
I'm the other thing, huh?
Yeah. Thing, what do they call it? Thing 2 or Thing 3? What is that's like a Dr. Seuss thing or something?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I have no idea.
Someone out there knows. Someone's going to correct me.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, Paul. How are you doing tonight?
I just spent the past 3 hours with Fruitcake Tony and Sandra Picorni and a whole bunch of people talking about Motorhead. Doesn't suck.
Wow.
I feel like Johnny.
Man, we were going to talk about Motorhead all night tonight, too.
That's all right. I can still do it. I can tell the same stories over and over and over again. Lord knows I know how. What I do for a living.
When you were 18, your first interview, Lemmy went on the bus. Yeah. He was really cool. You were nervous, and the rest is history.
Yep, I know. See?
Fosters.
Oh, yeah.
That one guy said he's quitting the band. Don't tell anybody.
Right. Johnny's remembering more than I remember.
Either you guys were watching.
No, that's just the story I've heard.
That's the story.
And Paul's
good story.
To it.
Oh my God!
Check the other channel after this.
It's a good story.
Oh, wow! I just had barbecue sauce on my chicken tacos, and I'm sweating.
Man,
hot barbecue sauce?
Medium, but I think.
I mean, Johnny, you said that 10 minutes ago.
But it was hotter than normal. I think because I already had Taco Bell fire sauce on those tacos already.
Oh, that's nothing. Fire sauce.
So the combination of Taco Bell fire sauce.
Taco Bell fire sauce.
It's actually good though. No, it's actually Taco Bell is good. Taco Bell fire
sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good kick.
But anyway, it was good. It's good. It was good stuff. It was awesome.
But yeah, I was cheating on you with others. It was a group effort.
Uh-huh. But they're all guys, so that's fine.
Sandra Picorni was there. Kind of a looker.
Kind of a
Just saying. Kind of a looker. She's got a voice.
Great.
She's got a good voice.
We'd always have her in the chat.
Yeah,
awesome.
She can make money on her 900 number if she wanted to.
Why didn't they send them all over to this
yeah, because
broadcast?
That's what he should have done. Fruitcake Tony should have done that.
Tony, come on.
But I'm not gonna badmouth Fruitcake Tony. I'm not gonna badmouth anybody.
We like Tony. Yeah, he's out there. Yeah. See him. He's in the chat.
There you are. There you are. Speaking
awesome.
of,
what a good dude.
Talk about more Motorhead.
Oh, he's great. He's great. Speaking of good people, let's thank the executive producers here on Johnny Beane TV YouTube channel. Charles Green, who I think you met tonight.
Yes, I did. Super nice guy.
Oh, he's awesome.
I met a lot of people tonight. Met Ben Tom, met CK, Charles Green, Brendan B. Squared. It was all good.
Nice. Nice. I see a few of those names on this list.
Yeah.
Charles Green, Wayno, who you already know.
Nope. I wouldn't admit it in public. Screw that guy. I don't mean that legally, because that would be wrong.
It wouldn't be legal. Oh, no, of course that's legal.
Of course it's legal. What's wrong with you?
Not the way you guys would do it.
It's legal out here. Joe Christian. Michael B. Thomas Santiago. Music Therapy Laz. Bent Tom, who you met tonight. The Chad, James Gum, David Shigemori. Michael Smith, who maybe we'll see tonight. Randy Price, who I met today. I actually met him. I was live. I was live over in the Van Halen group today.
Oh, look at you.
And Randy Price was in there and he jumped in with me. So Randy, was great to meet you. Stephen Franklin, Dan Halen, Crazy Cook 678, John Moronic, Jimmy Ray Hawkins, Mike Neese, and Steve Carmichael. That's the top tier of channel membership here on the Johnny Beane TV channel here on YouTube. If you'd like to become a channel member, click the join button below. It's right below the 25 thumbs ups. Thank you so much. And real quickly, we'll just get through some of these. There's also a podcast, so you can listen to these shows over on iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Radio.com. Probably anywhere you get your podcast, you can listen to these shows. Make sure to follow over on those places. Let's see. We're live on Facebook on Johnny Beane TV Facebook page, so you can help out with the Facebook stars. Any super chats? Change the color of my lights, like that. Thank you to I think it was David Scher. I think I saw that. There we go. Hello, guys. Hey, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. And where's the rest of this?
And the rest.
The Van Halen 1974 to 2020 Facebook group. It's out of control. It's insane. It's now the number 2 Van Halen group on Facebook.
We're number 2.
Right.
And it's getting bigger and weirder and more wild every day. But I was live in there today for a little bit where I had met Randy Price and had a great time. Join that group, and you will see the video sitting there. Let's see, is Nightbot in here? There's the link in the chat. And let's just do one more. Amazon. I do a live thing on Amazon now. Check it out. I don't have a set schedule yet, but follow me. If you have an Amazon account, you can follow me on Amazon. And it's a lot of fun. I review and talk about products that I actually use, such as this mic, such as headphones, anything I actually use, I talk about over on my Amazon shop. I guess I could. So make sure to follow me over there. You can actually, there's a link right here. You can actually just go to johnnybeane.shop. And that'll take you right there. So where are we? John Beal.
We're almost done.
I'm done. Now it's your turn.
All right. Let's get this show on the road. Here we go. Let's let everyone join. Come on. Put the I don't need to be the only one doing it. Paul, we gotta Paul's too busy texting.
I'm answering email. Sorry.
Yes, he's a busy guy.
Hey, Brian Spalding.
What's going on?
I didn't know we were done plugging. I apologize.
Yeah. I'll tell you something that just came up today. Actually, just like an hour ago. See John Beal's T-shirt right there?
Yes.
Kramer Guitars. I was just invited to play over at Kramer, at their winery.
Oh, wow.
They have a winery?
So, didn't know that.
Yeah.
They have their own brand of wine, like a Kramer bottle of wine, or
I think so.
oh wow.
Yeah. They have olive oil.
You're gonna probably get some free perk wine.
I was there years ago. 5 years ago, I drove down there. They're only a couple hours south of here. And Gary Kramer signed my Ripley.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
So yeah. But anyway, I got the message literally an hour ago saying, "Hey, come down here and play."
Nice.
So I'm gonna put something together or get some friends together, and it's a tasting room.
Are you gonna quit the show?
No, we're gonna do the show from there.
Oh, we are
gonna do a live feed from the Gary Kramer's from Kramer Guitars tasting room.
Ooh,
that's cool.
So, yeah.
Well, good luck on that. That sounds like fun.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know when it'll be, but sometime very soon, because it looks like things are starting to get back to normal. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like.
Good to hear.
So
nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
so John Biel, how are you?
I'm doing well tonight.
Okay, now we're done plugging Johnny shit.
All right, we're done.
Plug your stuff now. What's your?
I have nothing to plug.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, actually, you already did. You said you were on Tony's show.
I was on Tony's show. You jealous? You should be jealous.
That's plugging.
You should be very jealous.
Yeah.
No. No, all good. Hey, there's Sandra.
Tony has invited me as well, and at some point, I definitely will join him on that show. I like Tony's. I watch the rebroadcast usually of Tony's show.
No, they're all good people, man. Look, this whole crew is really good. So it's a fun little island of misfit toys.
Yeah, it's great to be able to waste our time talking about this stuff. It's fun.
Someone's looking for money.
Time, it's not a waste of time. I don't mean it like that, but it's like, when you got, it's just cool to always, talk about guitars, gear, anytime. I always love talking about that stuff.
Yeah, whatever. It's yeah, we have a great time doing this stuff, and
definitely.
Well, some of us have a great time doing this stuff.
Yeah,
some of us are just miserable. We're just miserable assholes.
Hey, if I wouldn't be here if I was miserable. Well, I know.
You'd start your own show Thursday.
That's right. Yeah. If I was miserable with Johnny, I'd start something else. Waste my time over there.
How about a Johnny B. Nerd Halen special with vocals by Neanderthal?
Nice. Yeah, we should play.
There you go.
I've been trying to do this for a year, get everybody to play, but nobody wants to play.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that. And then we ended that. And once again, the idea just gets shot down.
If we practiced.
Oh, what do you mean?
We've jammed a few times. We've jammed a few times.
You don't know the songs, Johnny?
I don't know.
We jam for like 10 seconds and then it falls apart.
Yeah.
It's good. Just like the bands I grew up with in high school, jam for like 10 seconds, it falls apart. Someone, messes up and let's start over. Let's try again.
Oh, that's where it's depressing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good talk.
I was reading Paul. You were talking about the bass intro to "So This Is Love."
Yeah,
I have to disagree with you. I don't think it was a creative choice.
Oh, that's right. I was going to listen to that
because
it was a mistake.
Yes, I never said it was a creative choice.
I don't think it was a happy mistake though either.
Sure it is. It's awesome. No. It's a moment.
I wanted to hear that extra 2 seconds of Mike before the vocals came in.
Yes, of course you did.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good mix before they turned it down, but I understand a bass intro, but it was a premature fade. That's all, you know.
It was recorded live. That's the moment.
But I think that was in the mix. That was probably in the. I don't think that was recorded to tape with like that.
It was absolutely recorded to tape like that.
John BL. I forgot. Actually, I was looking for it. I have the actual Michael Anthony isolated bass track to that.
Okay. Does it fade on the track, on the isolated track?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to find it. The problem is I have it. It's on a track on my iPod of like an hour with no. It's like in the middle of an hour somewhere. So I'd have to.
So you're of no help at all.
No, that was
no. I'd have.
It was just Johnny talking about how he has it.
I think it was in the mix that the final mix down. Someone prematurely pulled the bass down 5 dBs, whatever.
They wouldn't have printed that if it wasn't. If they didn't like
it. But then why didn't they
authorized it?
And why didn't they just boost it?
Why haven't they fixed it in the 3 remasters of the catalog?
Because they weren't that concerned about it. Nobody was listening to every instrument. I think it was probably
when you remaster a record, though, you would sit back and go,
"Well,
hey,
you're right.
Let's
okay,
fix that glitch."
All right,
but they haven't because it's a moment they haven't. When they remaster,
but when they remaster it, do they get all the tracks in remaster, or is it just a mastering? Mastering is just a 2-track EQ, etc. Ambiance. That's
remastering is basically EQing.
Remixing is
a 2-track take where you can't actually right, Jay? What I was saying is true. Oh,
well, I said it first.
He said it first, and then I start saying it. We can't hear you.
I had to get in here now. I heard you guys talk about remastering and
they had
window. Where's the right window? I don't even know where the hell I'm looking right now. Hold on a second. Where are you guys? Here you are.
We're right here.
Now I seen you. All right. When you remaster a record, all you're doing is remastering the unmastered, like stereo mix. It's already mixed
of right and left.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can adjust like any moves you make as far as EQ, you're doing an overall, like if you pump 80 hertz up on anything to get something, you're pumping everything at 80 hertz up. Not because you can't isolate certain instruments in a remaster.
All of that said, Jay, you and I both know they could have taken those files on a DAW and gone up to the point where that level.
What are you even talking about? I don't even know what album you're talking about.
We were talking about the intro to "So This Is Love." Oh. John BL thinks it's a mistake and bad that they left it that way. I was like, no, that's a moment. It's a moment captured in time. They left it like that, but because they liked it.
Yeah,
I just listened to it, and it's
all those moves are automated.
It was about 3 seconds in. It was about 3 seconds worth of the bass being at one level.
But even the drums are up that level. The whole thing is up at that level.
The drums stay at the same level. The drums, I just listened to it. The drums stay at the same level. The snare, listen to the snare. The bass fades. The snare stays the same. No, and that's all there is the bass and the snare. And then the vocals come in and the guitar comes in.
And what could have been done in that situation with digital editing these days?
I'm not saying it's a terrible. I mean, doesn't take away from.
Thank you, CK.
You can take the first part of that where the levels are off and compress them, and then normalize them, and everything. All those frequencies those can all be fixed on a 2-track when you remaster a record. And they chose not to do it because there's no guarantee to me. Just like hearing Eddie or Dave grumble, or hearing the rain in the background during Could This Be Magic? Mm-hmm. And any glitches there on the first 6 Van Halen records, there are glitches everywhere, and it's a live document. To me, that's beautiful. That's a bit.
All I'm saying is I think that it was in the final mix where I don't think it was on the master take that he pulled back the fader. I don't know. That would be something you would know that if you're going to make a bass intro to the song, you're going to, when you're recording it, you want to keep it at one level, and then if you want to fade it when the vocals come in, you fade it a little bit.
No, except when a band is playing, and a bass player is varying his attack on the strings, You've got your level set.
Fine. The first that 3 seconds of it at the first level is fine. It
might have sounded fine, but if you look what was going on the board, it could have been in the red.
Right.
And if it's in the red, then then they don't even know until they hear the playback.
Right. If you've ever seen a mix engineer work on one of those, those boards, an SSL or whatever, all those moves are automated. They program those moves.
Not in 1981.
Those are the same boards they were using.
They weren't using flying faders in 1981. No.
Oh, they were all doing it
manually? That came with MIDI. That was all MIDI controlled.
So you might see some things maybe, like not 100%.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be
automation, but anything that they did, if they didn't like it, they would have stopped the tape and redid it until they liked it. You know what I mean?
What do you think, Johnny?
I think if it was an accident, they liked the vibe of it and they left it.
It just doesn't make sense to me listening to it. I mean,
I think it's kind of cool.
You guys have valid points, but
I do think it's cool.
Maybe, but what's the vibe of pulling the only instrument or the only melodic instrument in the mix down?
Because it's not the only
2 seconds before. Well, what else was there? The drums?
The drum, the snare. If you listen to the snare, if you listen to the reverb on the snare, when you listen to the reverb on the snare, that whole thing, the whole level gets taken down, not just the bass.
After the vocals come in, the bass goes out first, then the snare comes down after Dave starts singing.
Before Dave even starts singing, there are like 3 snare hits, and on the 4 or on the 1 coming back in, Dave is down.
All right,
I gotta go listen to it again. God damn
it. Jay, take a second and listen to it.
Jay,
that's what I did just before, because I was reading the Facebook posts and everything, and I honestly, I've noticed it before, but I never really thought about it before.
The whole tone on the snare changes when they pull that bass down.
I mean, they might have bumped up the room mics if you think about it, or the overheads or something. I know, like, not that I'm in any level near what those guys were, but I mean, like, let's just, for instance, when the 1 comes in on a chorus or something, I'll go in and I'll bump the room mics up for a couple beats or whatever, just to give it that accent of like, that pump real quick. So it might be the same type of thing. Like they're trying to drive, a certain thing in. I mean, like I said, that early in a song, if there was a mistake when they were moving the faders,
it's
they would have stopped the tape and redone it.
It's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'd have to talk to someone who was there to really get the real.
It could have been an inside joke.
I think it's a matter of they're trying to capture a live take.
Poor Mike.
I think they're just trying to capture a live take. I think at certain.
But then why wouldn't they boost it in the mix? If it was a mistake in the recording of it, why wouldn't they boost it in the mix? But I mean, they just decided to keep it. But you're in a mix in 1981. You've got 6 people on the board probably trying to mix that thing, unless they've broken it down into buses where you got 4 people.
Or if you're
Ted Templeman,
right.
Or if you're just Ted Templeman and you're sitting there and you've got the board set and the band is playing and you look over and see red lights because you're in the red now, you're over modulating and you don't know how it's going to sound, but the band is in the middle of a fucking 6.
Sure. Yeah.
So you bring the levels down just a little bit and say to yourself, okay, I hope that this doesn't distort on the playback.
It's possible, yeah.
I'm not going to stop the band. So the band plays through, they get an amazing take and they sit back and say, okay, we can try this again. Let's try a couple more takes. And they don't ever get a take better than the original one with that thing. You keep it. Because that's that slice. That's that moment possible. In time.
But again, it's the intro to the song. And I mean, and it's there for a reason. I agree. They left it. I think they probably left it on purpose. But a bass intro should keep the same level until the vocal comes in or until another instrument comes in to take its place.
Unless you see it over modulating.
Somebody nudged it,
and then you mix it and you post mix. You mix it. You turn it up. If it's over modulated and you turned it down on the original recording,
what if
in the mix?
What if they were mixing it down to the 2 stereo masters and they did it and they just left it?
Any of these scenarios are possible. I mean, I agree. So
the beautiful part is
there's tons of different scenarios.
The great thing about this is we can talk about this for 3 hours.
Of course we can.
The beauty of it to me is that it's
spontaneous,
natural,
regardless.
And that's the thing that I love about Van
Halen. That's great.
Possible.
A bass is overpowering a drum.
The great mystery of justice. You know what's funny about
where's the
justice?
bass?
the Justice record. It is, everybody poops on it, right? Needs a remix. It doesn't need a remix. It needs the bass guitar to be turned up. That's it. That record is the catalyst for the sound of heavy metal records that came after it. The tight, locked in, that kick drum, that machine-like kick drum, everything tight and locked in. That album is why heavy metal sounds the way it does ever
from that point onward. Sure.
Then why the fuck did they stop having Flemming Rasmussen do their records? Because when Metallica stopped,
he just recorded them. I mean, you know,
he was the producer for the first 3 records.
Yeah, well, supposedly you couldn't tell Hetfield and Ulrich anything. The songs were the songs, and that was it. He just recorded them.
If that's the case, then when Bob Rock comes in and says, "I'm changing things," they listened. Because there's a distinct difference tonally in everything up to Justice,
because he mixed
and then everything after Justice.
Well, yeah, but
even the guitar sounds, even that scooped mids, all of that sound, the Metallica sound, which so many other bands, especially Anthrax, continues to use in their mix. That's sort of the scooped mids, you know, the classic V, if you will, on their guitars. That was something unique to Metallica up until Justice. And then everything after Justice, they changed. They don't have that sound, although they did sort of get back to it in Death Magnetic.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah.
Now we're talking about Metallica.
Hell yeah. Now I'm really happy I'm here.
Man. Well,
all right, Johnny, let's talk about you playing at the Kramer factory a little more.
Yeah. Brian Spalding, that's down in Paso Robles. It's only 2 hours south of here. I don't know when it's going to be, but it'll probably be sometime soon. I contacted my friend Michael Gutierrez to get together and do that. So,
well, speaking of Metallica, if anybody wants to argue about the greatest heavy metal guitar tone of all time,
I have those books.
You cannot argue against Justice just for the fact that there's virtually no bass guitar helping drive and fill out the rhythm guitars. You put that album on, and those guitars are just searing, in your face, loud, and just so heavy without any bass guitar.
Still an enjoyable mix.
You take the bass guitar out of any other heavy metal album, modern heavy metal album, and it's going to sound weak and thin. The guitars on that album are just so brutal.
But I would say the same thing about Master. When you hear that in that, you know, when they get through the beginning of Master of Puppets and you hear that remaster before Cliff and Lars come in, even those guitars, the chunking guitar at the beginning of Master of Puppets is enough to fill out a record. Now, obviously, Cliff had this monster fucking huge tone that comes in because he's playing, because he wants to be Lemmy. So he's got this fat tone coming in. But even those guitars, that's what I'm talking about when I talk about Flemming Rasmussen. If you listen to, Fight Fire with Fire, or you listen to Master of Puppets, or you listen to Blackened, it's all the same. It's the attack on the strings and the tone that you get. I mean, Jesus.
You won't get flagged over that because nobody knows what the hell I'm playing.
Yeah, there's not going to be any algorithm on that. But that's the point, is that you've got those guitars are so well mixed. The tone of those guitars, yes, having Cliff's bass in there is great, but not having Jason's bass in there didn't make much of a difference, which means the guitars were strong enough to stand on their own.
Yeah, and it sucks because they, you know, Paul, I'm sure you know this. I guess, what was it? 3 years ago, they came out with like the 35th anniversary.
Yep. They could have fixed it.
And there's a, I guess in the special or bonus edition, there's the whole album, the rough mixes, or with the, what are they called? The in process or whatever the hell they're called. And there's every single song and the bass guitar is in there.
Yep.
And all you have to do is listen to Blackened and you're like, you know, the bridge riff that, you know, the bass is just driving. You're like, holy crap. What was Lars thinking by turning the bass guitar down? It sounded so goddamn heavy.
That's why I love the companion disc with Saint Anger, because you got the live performance of them doing the album in the studio with Trujillo on bass. I mean, it's live, and it's, they're sort of doing a rehearsal.
Yeah, it sounds better than the actual goddamn record.
It sounds better than the record because, going back to what we were talking about bringing down that bass mix, the attack that Trujillo has on the strings is different than the attack that Bob Rock has on the strings. And Bob Rock played the bass on the actual record.
Yep.
So when you get somebody, so let's just say Michael Anthony, they've got the level set. Going back to So This Is
back
Love.
To here.
Johnny's happy now.
So they got the level set on So This Is Love. They do a couple of takes of it. They fire it back in. Everything is set. Everybody sits back. Michael starts playing it, and he's hitting the strings harder than he did on the last take. They're going to go, oh, shit, let's just pull that back. They finish the take. It's done. They go, my God, this is great, except for that one little thing. Well, let's try it again. They try it again.
Fix it in the mix.
Not as good. It's not a good. It's not a good. But they don't fix it in the mix because it's maybe they were mixing. Maybe they used the bass, and remember how they were recording back then. Somebody in one channel, somebody in another channel. Maybe there was bleed through. Maybe they wanted to use the live basics for.
They did overdubs though.
Right, they did some, but I'm saying, are the basics live?
And did they do that track live in 1981? That was their formula for the first, second album, third album. 1981 was a little bit separated.
The basics are guitars and drums and bass, and you can hear the bleed because for that particular song, I have the isolated drum tracks. I have all the tracks for that song isolated.
You're still holding out on us.
It's just I have to find. If I would have known we were going to talk about this, I would have found it.
It's probably on YouTube, or they used to be on YouTube. All of those isolated tracks,
and I grabbed all of them before they got rid of them.
Right.
This was like 6 years ago. Right. I grabbed hours and hours and hours of this stuff. But anyway,
I got to get a hold of like an old Guitar Hero DVD from like what is
DVD?
Whatever they used on, and see if you can extract. It's probably easier to extract those files.
I have the Guitar Hero Van Halen.
Yeah,
we could probably extract the files.
Craven Soda says
somebody did that.
Back to Metallica. Did Jay use Lars on Justice? Jesus Christ. Did Lars use triggers on Justice? If you listen to a song like Dyer's Eve, probably for the verse, double basses.
1980, what was that? 87, 88?
88. I mean,
recorded in 87, but released in 88. Yeah.
Triggers?
So
yeah, it's possible.
Probably. I mean,
yeah, because Will Calhoun was using them.
Yeah.
With Living Color at that point.
Yeah, but the snare, no. Sometimes they'll use a trigger on the snare to gate. That's like a studio trick. I don't know. They were probably using it back then. Who knows? Maybe they were. Maybe they weren't. But probably maybe for the kick drum. But that kick drum sounds like almost mechanical to a certain extent. So
that's how you boost acoustic sounds with gates.
Yeah,
gating,
and to cut the bleed from everything else. So when the snare hits, it opens the gate. And then as soon as so
yes.
Yeah.
I found this today. This can probably shed light on it. This is
man.
Back in the day, back in the 90s. This was
that's
my Bible.
That's exactly what
cover to cover.
That's exactly what Ted Templeman used.
Is that? Hold on a second. Who's that in the picture?
Peter Gabriel.
Oh, I thought it was.
It's his home studio from the late 80s. This was just. It's all technical. You can't. It's all white.
Randy Price says Dyer's Eve wasn't triggers. Lars recorded the first verse and then they cut and pasted it. They flew it to the rest of the verses. Okay, all right.
I could break out my Pro Tools for Dummies if we need to.
I'm a dummy and I use Pro Tools, so I guess that helps, right?
Yeah, Pro Tools for Dummies is great.
I found a bunch of old books at my parents. I got this one too. Another great.
I was waiting for the what's the book from American Pie?
My
parents' house. I don't know what's in it though.
And the pages of those books stuck together.
EQ magazine.
Ooh,
wow!
Oh, I thought you said GQ magazine.
Mix magazine.
Who's that on the cover of EQ?
Good question. It's not GQ.
Yeah, it's like I didn't make GQ, but I made EQ.
The DA38, Tascam DA38, one of the 8mm, the high 8 cassette things with 8 tracks back in the early digital age. 90, what was it, 96? Yeah, I'm gonna have to
96.
So yeah, I
It's a
went to my
DVD
parents,
then.
I went through the attic and found some old stuff that I was looking for. Some of those books.
That's cool. Yeah.
I studied those back in the day, like like textbooks. I read them cover to cover.
By the way, I'm going to answer for Jay, even though because Jay's ignoring your question, Mr. Hellstorm. I prefer practice over justice. I think practice what you preach from Testament sounds way better than Justice for All.
Oh, Practice What You Preach is the best sounding Testament album.
Yeah, it's such a good sounding record.
But,
it's another one.
There are a couple of songs where the kick drum sounds like it's being played with a tack hammer.
Right.
Some of those songs, that kick drum is like, God damn.
Another one that's criminally overlooked is Blind from Corrosion of Conformity. If you like heavy production, Corrosion of Conformity's Blind record is phenomenally produced. What a great record.
Was that the same era? I'm not sure. Was that?
It's right before. It's right before the Deliverance record, Deliverance record, which is the one that has Clean My Wounds and Albatross on it.
I forget how to play that. I'm gonna get Johnny flagged tonight. I know it.
Yeah, at some point you are.
I'll just play everything shitty like I am playing it.
These get flagged regardless.
Oh, I was gonna say, how often does this show get flagged? Every time.
So Johnny doesn't want to do this show anymore because he can't make money off of it.
I don't know if you get flagged from Metallica. Metallica doesn't seem to give a crap. They own their music.
But it's not them though. It's
no. They own their music, and everybody does Metallica videos and has their songs playing them and stuff like that. I don't even know if they care. Have you ever been? Well, not flagged, but what is it called? You ever get a copyright strike from anything from like Blackened Records?
No. What happens is if you play too much of one band at any time, there's like an algorithm. So if you play like too long of the song, like you can only play a certain amount of it for fair use practices, and then they'll put in a copyright claim and they'll review it, see how much time you've used, and release it if it's not so much that it seems like it could have been used to download a song.
Mm-hmm.
But they will do the whole thing. They'll shut it down while they're doing the review.
Shut it down. Where's
Shut them all down?
Shut
them all down.
But remember, it's not just YouTube. We're live on Facebook as well, and Facebook is even more strict about that. They'll stop feeds because of music.
So we're ruining Johnny's chance to make more money. Is what's happening.
That's why I'm on Amazon now.
Amazon doesn't give a crap.
Because Jeff Bezos might want to give a crap, and Bill Gates might want to give a crap because they've lost so much money in those divorces. They've recovered that money already.
No,
the time it took me to say it, they've recovered.
They're very smart. They know. I don't want to get into this, but the whole like these guys are in the know on the stock market. So what it is, you file for divorce.
Mm-hmm.
The judge tells you, okay, you have to sell your stocks and you got to cash out. Basically, the stock market crashes and you end up fine. And now, because Bezos did that, he's very smart. So now the speculation is that Gates is doing the same thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? So,
did you realize that? What was it? And again, we're getting into now. We're in the stock market talk. Johnny's out. But when Elon Musk was talking shit last week on Saturday Night Live about, was it Dogecoin or Dogcoin, whatever how you pronounce it, Dogecoin. The value of that went down, and 2 days later, he announced that Tesla would no longer accept cryptocurrency to buy their cars.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
So you had 48 hours to cash out quick.
Yep.
I know nothing about that stuff.
It is something.
I don't know.
These guys can control all that stuff, and they know what's.
Oh, I'm sure they're the insider stuff.
You know, credit where credit is due. Metallica have been very, very forthcoming. We've talked about this before. They said when we have control over our music, we will control what goes out for free and what doesn't go out for free. And they have certainly allowed a lot of stuff to go out for free.
Oh yeah,
they really have. They are. Lars was right about Napster. It really did. It did fuck up the music industry to a point where it's impossible to make money buying records now.
They have more live concerts on YouTube and everything. And
sure,
I think they're mostly authorized through the band that they put them out, and live recordings, all of that stuff. Everything since Robert joined the band almost is
before that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and even the 90s, with a lot of that stuff. But I mean, the Napster, I mean, who knows what they were thinking. They still recorded all kinds of stuff in the 90s with Jason. All of that stuff is now coming out.
You got to give them credit because like a lot of bands don't want stuff that, live concerts that maybe they sucked at a show. Like I said before, all these 30th and 35th anniversary re-releases that they're putting out, special editions, they're putting out concerts. Some of the early ones, like the Kill 'Em All concerts that they put in there, or the live shows and the Ride the Lightning, they were god awful.
Like the full Cliff 'Em All, like the videos from Cliff 'Em All, you can see those full concerts.
Yeah, and they're terrible. Like, whoa, that's who put out these groundbreaking albums, these, that changed the landscape of heavy metal music.
Yeah. Some bands that we all love very much were not always great live.
I know. Yep.
and we're not always great live.
Just about any band.
It's not fair too, because when you're listening to a live album or a live performance, I should say, or I'm sorry, when you're watching one, if you're seeing a band on stage going buck wild and they're not, maybe they're messing up, they're a little sloppy or something like that, you can get over because you're like, well, look at that guy. He's throwing his guitar around. He's jumping off the drum riser. But if you're just listening to it, you're like, oh my God, listen to that. He's terrible.
It's like,
you don't get the visual with it. It's like, listening to old Roth concerts.
The Eat 'Em and Smile. I was just going to say the Eat 'Em and Smile concerts.
You don't get the visualization where you're like, oh, I understand why he's not singing that part, or he's like
Steve Vai and Greg Bissonette. And all of them, anyone, even the drummer was out there like crawling over his drum set, doing a drum
Two
solo.
words. Led Zeppelin. When they were good, they were fucking untouchable. When they were bad, they were abominable. It was just, if Jimmy Page was either on or he was on heroin. Mm-hmm. I mean, those were your two choices. Everything after 1973 with Jimmy Page was a roll of the dice. Good luck. And the 1979, like the Nebworth show.
That's why they don't release the whole thing.
Oh, it's disgusting. Well, there's a good amount of it that's out there on the DVD. They put a lot of it
a
DVD. There's a good amount of it out there.
Yeah, there's several songs, but they played it was 2 weekends that they played the Nebworth Festival. They did different sets each weekend. And they did like two 2.5 hour shows. They always did like at least 2.5 hour show.
Yeah, no,
I know. I've heard the audio, some of the bootleg stuff from that, and Jimmy wasn't great, and he re-recorded a lot of that stuff for the DVD.
Wait a minute. Buck Cherry. Now, call me an idiot and late to the party. Is that a spin on Chuck Berry?
Yes.
Is that like a known thing?
Yes.
Oh my God, where have I been for the past?
Did that light just go on your head right there?
Yes. As soon as I saw the name up there, I'm like, wait a minute, Chuck Berry. Is that
what name?
That's a real thing.
But
yeah.
Good thing I'm not a fan.
Band have anything to do with? I mean,
I
can understand like Led Zeppelin, but what did that band ever have anything to do with Chuck Berry?
I think it's just the spin on the name, Chuck Berry, Buck Cherry. Okay, yep. Now
kind of like Lord Tracy.
Hey Sherman, thank you Sherman for the stars.
See what he did there?
No, there was a band. There was literally a band called Lord Tracy. That wasn't a joke. They were awful.
Think so. No, I know.
Their lead vocalist was the original lead vocalist for Pantera.
I assumed that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Terry Glaze.
Wow.
He's on the first three.
That'd be a great porn star name.
What, Lord
Terry
Tracy?
Glaze.
Oh, yeah. No, the Terry Glaze was on the first 3 Pantera records when they were a glam band, and then split, put out this band called Lord Tracy. I think I have the record somewhere.
Of course you do.
I'm sure you do. Yes.
Yeah, I think the record's called Deaf Gods of Babylon.
The vinyl, the cassette, the CD.
Nope, just the CD. I bet I do. I'm looking now. I bet I do. I'm not, but I don't care enough to get up and go get it. But they had a cease and desist, just like the band Seika. The band Seika,
the one
coffee,
with the horse.
Seka.
Yeah,
Seika.
Yeah, the adult film star that her claim to fame was something with a horse.
Fun fact: I used to play with the guitar.
Riding a horse.
Yeah, riding a horse, exactly. Upside down though.
The horse was on
with the guitar player from Seika, a kid named Billy O'Malley. The band would change their name to Strip Mind, and their drummer there was a drummer in Strip Mind, a young kid named Sully Erna, who never went on to do anything notable ever after that band.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Seika, she and had her people file a trademark infringement on the band, and I believe Tracy Lords did the same.
Wow, Tracy Lords did a lot, huh?
Yes, she did. And who knew that when you were 15 years old, cranking one out to Tracy Lords, she also was 15 years old.
Cranking one out. That's so weird. Look behind me. See that? Who's that?
Ooh.
Somebody's peeking in. Who's that behind me there?
Well, Jeannie was asking why it's so dark up there.
Is that? Oh, she said something about did she forget to pay the electric bill?
Yeah, she said, "Why is it so dark up there?"
Well, she blames me for the electric bill being so high. So I figure now she's complaining that the lights are off. So
the phrase "so high" applies to you on so many levels.
Not tonight. It doesn't. I'm all out. I'm all out. I've been out for a couple of weeks, and I'm kind of bummed. So I drank a little bit today.
Now we have legal recreational marijuana here in Arizona. We have since March, and I have yet to go into a dispensary and try to partake in it. Not because I want it, but because I want to be able to do it. I just want to be able to walk into a place and plunk down $50 and get my, there you go. Just plunk down $50, get my bag and walk out. And I just want to walk up to a police officer and go, "Hi," because for my entire life, I haven't been able to do that.
Yeah, I'm high.
Liberated.
Well, in South Carolina now, it's we'll probably be one of the last states to legalize recreational, but now you can do medical, and I'm just trying to figure out how easy it is or how hard it is to get.
It's very easy. It's very easy. It's very easy. Your doctor's
cool.
You just tell them you have migraines because they can't prove it.
Well, I had back surgery, so
yeah. Well, if you have back surgery, then clearly you have sciatica.
Oh yeah,
that's a reason.
But my back feels like this most of the time.
Right. If you can claim back. You can claim back issues. You can claim the fact that you work in production and you have computers in front of you all the time. They strain your eyes, which gives you migraine headaches.
My eyes are strained, and they strain my eyes.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. My eyes hurt, man. I get these migraines all the time. If only there was something, they'll just, here you go. Here's your card. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
You can have PTSD. You can say your neck bothers you from headbanging. Like, my neck bothers me. You're good. Thing is, I can't do any of those things. I have all of those things that I can use. My neck, my back, my pussy, and no, wait, that's the right.
Oh my God. Everybody in my band, except for the drummer, of course, because the drummer's just sitting back there, has neck issues, man. Mine grinds. If I sit on the couch the wrong way, I get headaches from it.
Yep.
Yeah. All those years of headbanging like a lunatic is definitely added up.
Yep. I can't do any of that because I have a concealed carry license, and you can't have them both because marijuana is still federally illegal, even if it's legal. And it's funny because when you fill out, it's called a 4473. If you buy a gun, you have to fill out a bunch of questions. And one of the questions is, who
is your daddy and what does he do?
And what does he do? But one of the questions is, are you an unlawful user of marijuana? Blah, 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 blah.
Unlawful?
Because exactly. It's still not legal federally, and that form is a federal form. Some folks would call it a registration form because the serial number of the gun and your gun license and social security number are on there as well. It's gun registration is what it is when you buy a gun. But that thing, are you an unlawful user? You have to say no. Even if you have your medical marijuana card or you live in a place where you can get it recreationally. Because federally, it's still illegal. So at some point,
of what unlawful
is going to be challenged in court.
Unlawful carnal knowledge.
That's right. Let's talk about that.
Gonna wake Johnny up.
Yeah,
Johnny's never had any.
Carnal Knowledge is the most mature Van Halen album. What do you think?
Most mature?
No, Balance is more mature than Carnal Knowledge.
Really?
Balance doesn't have anything like Spanked on it.
I'm just talking about song. I'm not talking about just lyrical content. I'm talking about just songwriting and cohesiveness. It's a very cohesive record, I think.
By balance, they were.
I would say balance.
Balance is. I agree with Sammy. It's very unbalanced.
They were falling apart creatively.
I would say 5150.
Most mature? No, I don't think they were mature on inside.
No, I don't think that. I think the energy was great. It goes back to what we were talking about.
Yeah,
of course.
Great album.
40 minutes. The energy was fantastic, but I don't think that's a mature record at all. They hadn't found their groove. The Unlawful Carnal Knowledge record is probably the most complete Van Halen album with Sammy on it.
Yeah, complete. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would take 4 5150s over 5150, OU812, Carnal Knowledge and Balance. Don't get me wrong. But when I listen to Carnal Knowledge, it feels like that's a band that's I don't want to say grown up, but it's just one of those albums where you're like,
I think you might.
It may be the perfect chemistry album in the entire Van Halen catalog. Perfect chemistry. The entire of all of the Van Halen albums, they may be the most cohesive, flawless, perfect band on that record.
I think they were working towards something with 86 with 5150 and the next one.
Are you all right?
OU812.
Did you get your card recently?
They were working towards something with those, but then they hit their plateau and the high point with Sammy on.
See, I would disagree, not with you, John, but with CK about Fair Warning being their best record. It's a great record, but it's uneven.
Because of that one bass part.
Because that bass part, yeah. Right? But it's an uneven record.
For that.
Whereas from start to finish, for Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, maybe the most balanced, no pun intended, Van Halen record. Perfectly, every song is almost flawless. Every performance is almost flawless. They found a groove that was perfect on that album. The first record, the debut album, is great because it's raw and it's amazing. It's the first time we've ever had it, but it's not perfect. Van Halen 2 is not perfect.
Every night, Black Salami, every night.
Yeah, they're just. But the fuck record is perfect.
And good morning, Black Salami, because I when I was live over on the Van Halen group earlier, I heard the Black Salami was taking a nap, getting ready for tonight.
Oh wow!
Because Renus was over in the.
We love the support, Black Salami.
Thing.
And when Paul says perfect, that doesn't, in my opinion, doesn't necessarily mean the best. The best record means your favorite
flawless,
record.
But
yeah, the best record means your favorite record, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's no best.
Yeah, it's a personal opinion. 5150 is it for me.
The sound on for Unlawful Carnal Knowledge is unassailable. The bass is well mixed. The vocals are perfect.
I mean,
the drums are amazing.
Drum album.
Yeah, well, that's the thing that I've always said about Van Halen that doesn't get mentioned is so goes Alex, goes the album. If Alex is in the groove, the record is fantastic because Ed plays off of Al. And if Al is into the record, and if you look at all the records we love, Alex's performances on those records are fucking phenomenal. He led that band. He is the foundation of that band. I know we all love to give Eddie the credit, but Eddie looked to Alex because Alex was his father figure.
Well, and by that time, Al was sober and on a different track.
So good.
What is going on downstairs?
That kid is on the escalator.
Is that the dryer? What is in the dryer? Did Jeannie put one of the kids in the dryer? Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Hi, Ellie.
Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
That kid knows where it's at.
Jeannie's on the bottle. She mentioned it earlier. She switched over to wine, so it's feasible that Jeannie is in the dryer.
Yes. Wow, we were off to a rough start, but we had that was some good stuff. Good talk.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's still good.
Except after Jay left, everything got quiet.
Yeah,
it got really quiet all of a sudden.
Leave a thumbs up. We got 113 watching total. So leave a like on Facebook, Johnny Beane TV page.
I will not.
Or the Van Halen group, where I know we got at least one person in the Van Halen group right now watching us.
Are they still bad-mouthing the show?
Sharon Wilddollar.
What do you probably not.
No, Sharon said that Black Salami got neutered. So that's actually a good thing.
Yeah, fantastic.
And then Michael Smith. Are you jumping in, dude?
Michael Smith, the captain? Michael Smith?
He
just a couple of weeks.
He just sent us a guitar.
Excuse me.
And we may be seeing the captain soon.
That'd be good. I haven't seen the captain in a couple of weeks. We check in with the captain.
Check in with him.
See how he's doing.
Yo, dude.
Why are you yelling?
Keenan. It's Keenan, right? You guys can't see his name because he's not logged in the group. But he's saying the first two albums for me, then jumped to 50 to Carnal Knowledge. Anyway, dude, good to see you in the group, man.
Welcome.
Keenan Neighbors. Good to see you, man. And yeah, definitely what we were talking about earlier on Facebook today. I know this is code for everybody else. Nobody knows what I'm saying, but yes, definitely.
I agree.
I'll tell you off the air, John Beale.
Okay.
It could be very cool.
Good stuff. Nice. I'm excited now.
He won't tell me, but he'll tell you.
This is me excited.
He's only going to tell you.
I'll tell you later, Paul.
Okay, cool. Thanks. That's how this works.
Yeah. Got to go through the chain of command.
Man, look at all those John Beals.
Or the river of gossip, whichever you want to call
Johnny.
it.
Or Michael Smiths. Look at all those Michael. That's a lot of Michael Smiths.
Yes. Michael, join us. Come on in when you're ready.
Man.
What else were we talking? What else was going on this week? There was a couple different things we were talking about.
What? Oh, I'm reading. Keenan. I'm reading your comment, man. Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, we'll talk, man. Actually, let's John BL here. Let's show this. And then I got to get something to drink. I can't talk. Where is that? Oh, it's in the brands.
What are we talking about?
It's in the brands. Here we go. Here's a photo of Edward right here. I showed you this earlier.
Oh, Edward.
We were going to talk. Van Halen talk was last night.
Well, it's every night around here.
It's every night with you.
Every night.
In the chat, what's up with this picture?
Yeah.
What's the story behind this?
What's the story behind this?
Look at Ed's pants. He's got his pants rolled up, pegged in the.
Must be at a Pearl Jam show.
Style, yeah.
Or this. Well, this was the tour that Alice in Chains opened for them. So
was it?
Maybe he's wearing Jerry Cantrell's shoes.
What's that behind him? What's that? Funky flat? What does that say? Turbo flat.
He's sitting.
Oh, that's a rat.
Turbo Rat. Oh, okay.
That's a Proco Turbo Rat distortion. Great pedals. I use those.
And which bridge school Music Man is that? Is that one of his mains from? That looks like it's got a red headstock.
Might be purple.
A B or
purple
but he's on stage. He's on stage at some auditorium in front of amplifiers that are clearly not his.
That. So you don't know that's an auditorium, Paul.
So he's clearly guesting at somebody's show.
And someone's miking a Marshall with an SM58. That's interesting. I mean, it works, but
you don't normally mic amps with these.
No, it works, but There's the rat pedal down on the floor next to him too. We're analyzing this picture, folks, and that chair is falling apart.
That's the box up there, but you got the pedal on the ground.
He's just on the edge of that chair, and it looks like it's about to fall apart. There's no back to that chair either. That's not a chair at all. It's a stool.
Wait, that amp is on that chair.
The amp is on the chair.
What is happening?
They'll sell you the whole seat, but he'll only need the edge.
That's what is going on. Yeah, he's sitting on the chair with the amp. All right. It's slowly sinking in. What's happening?
And he looks like he may be inebriated.
No, 99. Well, we haven't established what year that is yet. So,
well, that's definitely early 90s. It's 91, 92 in that area. Look, based on the dress code, the hairstyle, and the guitar being used.
Yes, I agree.
From my experience with what he's wearing and everything, I would say that's 92.
Post
and my thought, yes, Keenan, yes, that's what I'm thinking too. Yeah, I'm thinking it's NAMM, because he did play at a NAMM jam in 92.
Oh, so that could be the Grove.
So this could be like a sound check for that, or I think he was wearing a different outfit for the actual performance, because there was video. I saw a video of it years ago.
Well, if there's video of it, we can cross-reference the video and see if he's on the same stage and using the same equipment.
No, the video. It's
the
like
video was the actual performance.
Huge light show, and you can't see anything on the stage. Yeah.
This could be a rehearsal, you were saying, okay, or a sound check.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Could be.
There's a lot going on in that picture. What's the chat say?
It's a cool picture.
Definitely.
Okay.
They don't know how to mic a guitar cab. They didn't read my or not my book. They didn't
you got the book on miking cabs.
Sound Reinforcement Handbook. Let's see. Where's the page about miking guitar cabs? I can't even see mine. There's too much going on here. Here we go. I'll tell you, mic a person.
Story Time by John Biel.
Comics. It's like comic strips almost, you know. Yes. Anyway, don't hold up the show on mic. Here's the microphones. Never use an SM58 on a guitar cab. Oh no, doesn't say that.
Oh, there's a PZM. The floor mic. I used to use those for drums.
Yeah, those were boundary.
PZMs are great.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to.
I've never gotten a better live sound than just using a PZM in the room.
This kind of content we can do
because it replicates human ear frequency. So everything that you would normally hear while setting up a band is going to get picked up by the PZM.
Yeah, they're great.
They're good for ambient sound.
Like sporting events, like that's where you get the sound on the ice from a hockey game or something. I think you
see them to get stage volumes when a band is playing and they're recording a live album. They'll put 2 or 3 of them on a mic stand on stage to get the stage volume that they can mix in with the PA volume to try and get make it sound more live than it might be while they're doing it in post-production.
The stage sound, the live sound on the stage.
That's so when they go into post-production and you're trying to replicate what it sounded like on stage that night, those PZM tracks are very, very good to replicate a live album.
KXM, of course, you can mic it with a 58, and it's not really much of a difference. It's not common, but a 58 it's the same as a 57. It's just a different top capsule, basically.
Yeah, the capsule on the top creates a little bit wider pattern.
No, you got the 57 right next to you too.
They're essentially the same mic.
It's a Unidyne capsule or something. I can't remember the exact. There's a name for the.
Well, open that book.
Can't read.
And the reality of it is that 57 creates a shorter pattern. It's more of a shotgun pattern,
right?
Versus the omnidirectional.
It works. It's perfectly viable, and
Yeah, you just get more. You get a more focused sound out of that 57 than you are in 58 because the 58 has a wider gate.
Oh, he's standing up. Look out. Yeah, you'll hear a difference. You'll hear a
Oh, it's like take your microphone and then take your hands around your microphone and close it into a smaller sound pattern.
More direct.
That's all it does is it squishes what the intake is going to be.
Yeah. So now I probably sound, I don't know if you guys can tell.
You sound better because it sounds more
almost the same.
But you can hear more of like this.
Yeah, it catches it's more natural for your natural voice because it's not filtered through ambient room noise around you.
That's what Tom Petty thought.
I'll use this for a while and see what happens.
Sounds better.
In the chat, does this sound better? Because I'll just start using this from now on. Looks weird, but
there's a reason why the RE20 is a straight mic without a domed.
I've got the what is this? This is like an SM 56 or something. What is this? 63, an SM 63. This is actually more expensive than the other ones, and I really never use it.
Oh,
what was that?
That just woke. Yeah, Ace just woke up from a bad dream, I think.
Let's see what this one.
What's the matter, buddy? You okay? You okay, buddy?
Turn it. Yeah.
He was surprised. All right. Did that scare you? Whatever the hell you were dreaming about? Oh, buddy. It's okay. I got you.
This sounds better, Randy Price?
Yes, it sounds better.
It
does? Don't believe me.
This thing doesn't really fit on the stand, but it sounds
that needs to be EQ'd.
A lot more trebly, a lot more like room noise.
Way more treble.
Treble.
Yeah, don't cut one because we'll hear it.
No, I won't. All right, back to the standard.
Huh? How did I highlight that? What? That's what singers used in the 70s? What, this?
The 57, sure.
A 57 like this?
Yeah, you watch some of the old variety shows like Dinah Shore and shit like that. That's what they were singing to.
Or this. Mm-hmm. This is like a what do you call it? Like a Wheel of Fortune mic or something. It's got a long. You hold it way down, like
a Bob Barker.
Hold it way down like that. Yeah, the Bob Barker.
Welcome, everyone. Don't forget to get your pet spayed and neutered.
Make sure to neuter Black Salami.
So that's your mic school for the week.
I'll use this for the rest of the night.
Now that I have my glasses on, I may as well look at some of these.
Here's the thing, though, Johnny. If you move off that mic, your voice will go away.
It goes. So you got to be right on it.
Pretty much, yeah. But you like that anyway. You like being up close to the mic anyway.
I'm used to it. That's what for years. You know, anytime I do this type of thing, and there's no mic in front of me, I feel weird.
Mm-hmm. Not many mics have a good long range pattern. Like this mic has a great pattern because it's a vocal mic, so you're supposed to be, it's like a studio mic for, and that's the difference. Is that the SM57 has a tighter mic pattern. You're going to get better fidelity, but you're limited. You can't move. You can't move off that mic. It's a shotgun pattern.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds great. You get a great sound out of those mics. You just have to stay up on it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. John Beale, do you have all the patterns there?
I'm trying to find. I know there was a page. There was a couple diagrams of it.
I believe that is unidirectional. The SM57 is unidirectional, and the SM58 is omnidirectional.
No, they're both unidirectional, I think.
Keenan, no, this is my place, man. Or this is my studio. Those are my guitars.
I don't.
Show John Beale. Show the difference between the 57 and the 58 with the patterns.
I'm trying to find it. And I'm blurry again.
Mm-hmm.
Different mic patterns. Well, you get that in the case candy with a 58. The different. These are just. I don't even think these are mic patterns. Polar pattern. I mean. I don't know. Different of a cardioid microphone. This is not a cardioid right here. Or wait, is it? I can't remember. No, a cardioid is like a powered mic, isn't it? I got to brush. I got to read.
I'd usually ask John Biel, but John Biel doesn't know.
Super cardioid, polar pattern of a figure 8. Yeah, so these are the different patterns. Here's the different super cardioid.
Yeah, the real difference. The real difference about the dome cover on it that you're using is inside that dome is more foam, a thicker foam to try and keep your plosives. Yeah, plosives are the popping sound that you hear.
There's more area to roam within that. There's less area to roam in that dome with all the foam.
Oh, sorry.
Wow. And that's why they're better for filtration.
7 right there.
Yeah, you just take the top off the Now
you're using
now look inside that. Look inside that cap. That's all foam.
Right.
And what that does is it filters out. It
That's
filters
no
out.
moon.
Yes. It filters out plosives and noise. So you tend to get a muddier sound from an SM58 than you do from a 57 because of that filter.
Mm-hmm.
Unfiltered.
Starring John Biel.
The glasses make me go out of focus. I'll have to do some homework and see what I can find out about polar patterns and that stuff.
And in the meantime, somebody else is here. Hey.
Well, he's in the dark too.
From an undisclosed location, deep underground.
No, there's a big fire right near us here.
Oh, that's right, dude. I heard about that.
Orange glow coming off your face. Looks like it's shine.
I heard about that. Yeah, there's a fire.
Is that really? Is that like fire trucks, or is that actually like fire glowing on your face?
No, I have this crazy bulb that's like a fire.
Because it does. It's like
special effects is what it is.
Yeah, it does almost look like there's a fire outside the window.
Right? I got you.
You got it.
No, there's
fished
a fire
in. Fished in.
A mile away.
Yeah, but there really is a fire. I looked on Instagram and people are taking all kinds of pictures of it.
Yeah, it's fucking arson too. So.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah.
People suck. People suck.
Oh, I'm all for snipers in this situation.
By the way, I have an announcement to make. I think only Caleb knows this. I have
isolate.
I have completely I Hanoned my Frankie relic.
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you do?
Fast.
I Hanoned it. I returned it.
That was very fast.
Yep.
It's a record Hanoning.
2 weeks. I had it for less than 2 weeks. I wasn't bonding with it at all. It's a great guitar. There's nothing wrong with it. The neck is beautiful. I will say this, and I think Caleb would agree with me, having played the guitar. The neck on the Frankie Relic is, to my hands, and again, my hands are not the best, but identical to the neck on the EVH Art Series. And because, with the exception of the relicing of it, because of that, I already have a guitar that plays that well, and it just wasn't bonding with it, and I didn't want to flip it without offering it back to Dane first. And so I texted Dane and said, hey, I'm thinking about flipping the Frankie, but I want to give it back to you first because you did sell it to me and you did give me a discount. And the right thing to do is if somebody sells you a guitar at a discount, are you listening? If someone sells you a guitar at a discount, to offer it back to them first. So I brought it back to Dane, and he was going to cut me a check for the refund, but
I'm glad you kept going.
Well, he was going to cut me. He was going to cut me a check for a refund. But then it happened. I got my eyes on another Ernie Ball. And so I traded him for an Ernie Ball Axis.
That plus $1,200?
No. I did give him $100 just so that he felt like he was getting something in the deal.
So basically, that's
$1,800. Essentially, yeah. Essentially, it was an 18, but it is no money out of pocket for him, which makes him happy. It's a good guitar. It's a great guitar. Perceived value being what they are. Fun fact, though, it was made the day before my birthday in 1999, and I actually have a Wolfgang, a PV Wolfgang Amber that was made on my birthday in 1999. Wow. So I have guitars like back-to-back days, which is for Caleb, who's a numbers guy, would find that cool. And yes, it is purple, and I love purple guitars. It's a purple flame. The flame on it is, I would say, unremarkable. I mean, it's a good flame, but it's not anything that's. It doesn't
impossible
really
to see. It looks like a black guitar.
Yeah, it looks like a black guitar, but you can barely see the texture on the flame.
No, you can't. You can't see it.
Oh, you can't see it, but I can on the camera. So if you have a good camera, you can see it.
Well, what's good about that guitar is you can leave all your these babies in the case, and you can play that and enjoy just about the same feel. So
yeah, no, it's such a great guitar. So I mean, it doesn't have that quilt. I got fucked on that deal.
No, you didn't.
I'm playing with you.
I know.
And again, for those people that would like to ask about the difference between what Caleb is holding and what I'm holding, there are 5 primary differences. No signature on the headstock. The neck on this is a 32nd of an inch wider down here. Not up here, but down here. It's a 32nd of an inch wider so that the E string doesn't slip off. The toggle switch to select the pickups has been moved. Is that 3? That's 3.
Mm-hmm.
This has a belly cut, and the Eddie Van Halen doesn't.
This does not.
And the tremolo system, the Godot tremolo system on the Eddie Van Halen model is offset a little bit. The strings are a little offset on the saddles. They're not straight on. This is not offset. This is absolutely in line.
Well,
those are the 5 differences.
Looks like you got a volume knob on that one.
Yes, it does say volume on these. They changed them to
6.
Right?
6. The 6 differences. But that's it. That's essentially the same guitar. But but they sound exactly the same.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Wait, I'm seeing double. Whoa. Oh, I'm still. Maybe
Johnny, did that have like a really nice quilt? But the sun has done what it's done to that gold translucent, or what?
No,
that's not a quilt. That's a flame.
It's always looked like yeah, it's a flame. It's always looked like that.
Cool.
Nice and mine has a Floyd on it from my Kramer. Which again, by the way, I'll be appearing at Gary Kramer's sometime soon. Yeah, look at mine. Look at the back of mine compared to yours.
Oh, get that thing cleaned.
Look at the. Wow, yours is pretty.
His is
pretty dark too.
It's not from wear though. It's just it's
from the age.
The color. Yeah.
That guitar, with the exception of one little mark on the face of it down by the input jack, is virtually unplayed.
Yeah, it's in great condition. The back is spotless, and it's just got some ding right here.
Something.
And, there's a little ding up in the top on the side. You didn't tell me about, Paul, but it's okay. And,
you can return it. You can return it. And I'll get it. You can return it. Actually, I did tell you. If you look at the FaceTime with the FaceTime video we had, you can return it. I'll give you your money back.
That's got a nice top, Caleb. That's got some great flame on it.
That has an amazing top, and the neck, the bird's eye on the neck on that is ridiculous.
Yeah, even the neck. Yeah, that's looking good. Got a smoking deal.
Awesome.
Yes. So, as much as I liked the Frankie Relic, I like this more.
Obviously.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, guys.
Is that true? You're having hot pockets?
Hot pockets.
Somebody just said you're having hot pockets.
Hot pockets.
Well, one.
Jay eating hot pockets.
Get it?
Oh, they could have had both of those. Those could have been Paul's a week ago.
It actually was mine a week ago. I actually had that setup, that exact same setup.
Yep. That exact same guitar, right? The one that Caleb has in his hands. You had that.
Now he has neither.
Or a week and a half.
Yeah, now I have neither. Now I have neither of them. Yeah.
You got a knockoff Ernie Ball.
Here's me. Oh, you can't hear me. I got closer to the mic. Here's me.
Hey, why are you using a 57 now? Did I miss something?
You were gone like an hour, man. Yeah.
We had a whole mic conversation.
They're convinced that the 57 sounds better for me. I don't know if it does. What do you think, Jay? I'm thinking you can hear more of the
it does sound.
He's chewing. Wait, he's chewing.
Yeah, I'm eating goldfish.
Is there a power outage at Jay's house? What's going on?
Those are good.
But that's the point. That's the point, Johnny. Is you get better fidelity off the 57. You get less filtering, as long as you don't overload the mic.
For a podcast, you think? That's
See, when you say podcast, the SM58 is better.
The president always is
for the podcast.
That's the actual endorsed mic of the White House is the 57, but they do have windscreens on them.
Yeah, they put the windscreen like this in front of it.
2 57s. Every president since Kennedy has always used, or whatever it was, Johnson or something, has used 57s.
Rob Johnson.
That's right.
Johnson's
president.
Wow. Everything cool, Jay?
Yeah.
All right. Where we at? Caleb, what's new this week? What's new with you this week, Caleb? You were the last to come on the show tonight. Let's just give you your proper intro. How's your week been?
Good.
Answering a question in the chat, Craven, they're shallow M6s.
I'm not hearing well.
It happens when you're older.
We never did a roll call, just saying.
Roll call. Caleb can do it. He just came. He just came on the show.
Roll call.
Roll call. If you want, I can do it, or somebody else can do it.
It's a long chat to do a roll call, isn't it? Shit.
We always miss a few people. So.
Where's everybody watching from tonight?
Participants. I only see like 15
participants.
Siblings.
See, that's why I like using another mic, because I know that stuff's popping right through.
So switch it back.
Yeah, it feels weird.
It looks weird too.
I gotta let the dogs out. Be right back.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
gotta use the bathroom.
We'll crank one out real quick.
Taking a dump.
No, crank one out real quick. Right back.
No, my 11-year-old German Shepherd, female German Shepherd, is at the door, and I don't want to see her tail rise up like that. So let me know, because we all know what that means. When the tail goes when a German Shepherd tail goes from here to here,
dumper time.
Bad things are gonna happen.
And starts wiggling really fast. Yeah.
Bad things are about to happen. So
put it the circle.
Just so you guys know, she's an old dog. Sometimes she decides about 26 seconds too late or 8 steps before the back door that's about to happen. So I'm letting her out.
Please.
Music therapy labs. Those are crazy emojis, man.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Hello from Cisco, Texas, Danny Alexander.
Hey, Danny. Well, welcome, man.
Small mouth guy. Hey, guys, it looks like the neck on the Ernie Ball is the same as the EVH guitar, huh? Is that true? I think that's what he's asking.
What EVH guitar?
I'm thinking like the
two guitars that you had just held up.
Right. I think the neck on the Ernie Ball was modeled after the 5150, which is different than the
the neck on the Frankie and the neck on this guitar are way different, and they're definitely this one's narrower. The Ernie Ball is a very narrow, small neck. It's tiny.
There's the scale length. The scale length
in these hands.
Right?
Look at that.
It's a smaller. Oh. Is the Music Man look smaller than the Frankie? I know the Music Man is kind of a smaller guitar, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely a smaller profile guitar, but the neck is definitely smaller. It's R2 and then the R3 on the Frankie, and it's just a flat, wider board. But this is more rounded. The Frankie has a flatter back. But both necks are amazing. You can fly on both necks. So,
yeah, they're all great.
I mean, people have been asking me about this and why is it, the Holy Grail are considered that, and that's probably because it's been discontinued. But like Edward said in one of those interviews, it's just a good piece of wood, and I don't know, the combination of the wood and the pickups that DiMarzio designed and he designed for this guitar makes it a super special instrument that I don't even know if he was trying to replicate it with the PVs. He was probably trying to go in a little bit of a different direction. Otherwise, he would have literally probably taken those pickups that he got from DiMarzio and just moved them into this guitar. I don't think Ernie Ball held the patent on those pickups.
What were the pickups, the factory pickups that came with that? Were they?
Well, there's no name for them, but
they were unique to that guitar.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's all in that Larry DiMarzio story, but they were never released as a replacement. And but the closest you could come to it is a DiMarzio tone zone, I believe, for the bridge
tune.
And I forget for the
Air Norton.
Tone zone. Air Norton for the neck position, but I don't know. It's just literally the way the pickups and the wood came together.
Good wood.
And it's a phenomenal guitar, and obviously the proof's in the pudding. The two of the better sounding Van Halen records were recorded with this record, or with this guitar, and obviously the two best sounding Sammy era records. I gave Balance another listen the other day, and man, say what you want about all the other albums in the catalog, but he's playing as tight and as good as any of those, and probably has a lot to do with his sobriety, but he's very creative on that record. It's very, the songs have a quality to them that I think is underrated.
Well, we were talking about that before you came on, about what the most mature album in the catalog is.
Well, definitely his playing on that record, and it's kind of weird because it's kind of the last version of his best playing. It's almost like it was the climax, and I'm not going to talk bad about Van Halen 3, but we all know it's a little disjointed and it's lacking a focus when you have songs with 6 parts in them. And no chorus. But yeah, I think Balance is a fantastic record, and just he's so focused and present, and his playing is phenomenal.
And that kick drum hits you right in the chest, man. It's definitely the most modern sounding Van Halen record.
Who's that talking? Oh,
Johnny, what's going on? What are you dying laughing?
No, this chat. This some of these comments in this chat are just crazy.
Hey, I want to say
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing
out there. James, I do. Yes, James.
Okay, I was laughing at that because he's like,
he's a Van Halen fan, and he's out there. So
he's like, if you remember me, take the hat off. And I'm just like,
whoa,
welcome.
Thanks, Tom. My father had a great birthday. It was fun.
Yes, happy birthday, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, happy birthday, Mr. Rappaport. He's 84.
Wow.
1984.
Exactly.
Happy
what's
birthday.
Weird about the numbers is that I saw my first Van Halen show on May 13th, 1984. And that was his
Good night, Fruitcake Tony.
His 47th birthday. Because he's born on May 13th, 1937. And it's weird because this year he turned 84 on May 13th. And it's even weirder that 1984 was 37 years ago and he was born in 1937.
You, Caleb, you make something out of any number combination.
Fucking A, I do.
It's crazy.
You bet your ass. Numbers are cool.
Yeah, what was the serial number of Ed's number one? I saw you posted something like, now we know the serial number of Ed's number one.
The
the relic, the tour relic.
Yeah, the tour relic.
Yeah, where is that? Where is that picture?
Oh, you can see
any significance to that?
Yeah, you can see it if you scroll in, you can see the serial number. Yeah.
Has anybody read it? Because I'm not.
Oh, it's on the side. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And who's the scratched out? Someone's got one. Is it Paul? He got one that's all scratched out.
No, I got one that was. I got one that was scratched out, and it wasn't sold to me as a second. It was sold to me as a used, and I returned that crap. And I was PO'd.
Dude, what number is that?
Can we zoom in?
Another J.
Someone with a big screen. Look at the dust on that baby.
Let me see.
We just got to change the.
No, you can't see much there. I don't know. Johnny will have to zoom in.
I'll have to, if I open it on my laptop and log in to StreamYard, I can zoom in, or I can just do this.
I can get a screenshot. Leave it up.
Do you guys remember this picture? Remember that? That was from a Rolling Stone.
86.
86. Yeah.
Look at that. Even the painted or the artist's render.
Who's doing echo?
Well, it's an actual picture. It's just.
Who's doing the echo?
Oh, the Rolling Stone. That's right. Yeah, I probably have that.
It's a Rolling Stone.
Is it me? I don't hear it, so it's probably me then, right?
Whoever's not wearing headphones, or Paul, because Paul's maybe put his.
It's a long echo. It's like a 4-second delay.
Paul let the hot dog out.
There you go. Yeah, you can. If you,
I got it,
yourself, Johnny.
Jay, what happened?
What's going on?
So what is it? What's the serial number?
I can't see it.
It's this.
Isolate yourself.
WG0335 something A.
A
so
star.
it's in the
are you
500?
Was I right up until there?
There you go. That looks like three.
Yeah. See a few numbers. 6
3350 or 8.
It's as good as you can get.
Oh, wait, Zims. Jim's is putting videos out.
Up against us.
Yeah, what does he think? Oh, there you go.
Did you read that?
00335.
That's a 0 or 9.
Oh no!
Huh.
Oh, somebody just sent us 0335DA.
Okay.
D?
Somebody
what's their
somebody
serial
just
number code?
somebody just texted me that, and that's what.
What's their serial
There's
number
no
code?
D.
What does it mean?
That's a 0. There's no D. That's a number after the 5.
Well, I don't. Who's got a one that we can look at what the code is? Does anyone?
Yeah, the Wolfgangs, the USAs are now like in the 6,000s. So
And that was from what?
that would make sense if it was built in 2014, or halfway through the run.
Nice.
Very cool.
Wow. Yeah, and by the way, thank you to Patrick Bertinelli for posting that on Twitter. That's like an outtake that's not in the magazine that those pictures are from.
Does anyone have the magazine? I don't. Johnny, did you get it?
It's not out here. It's not out yet. I'm gonna look for it Monday.
Monday.
Where's Michael Smith? He always has the early magazines.
Monday, I'll be in the area where that would be. And we were talking about that hat last night.
That stupid hat
on Pearl Jam.
Yep, right up. Test your strength.
Well, wait, wasn't there a picture of Ed wearing a hat at the playing with Cheech?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's something.
Eddie Van Halen's cool.
That's something that
what was your argument?
We were going to talk about tonight, but I don't know. Maybe another time. But hey, I've got a cool story to tell you guys.
Rick.
Good night.
Bear. Jeannie says, "Did I hear Pearl Jam?"
Yeah, Jeannie, were you watching this last night?
Jeannie, you should start your own YouTube channel talking about Pearl Jam and and carny hats.
Does she know about what you were talking about? Oh, where's that picture? Dang it. Oh, wait, do I have it here? No. No, I don't. Wait. I can get it. I know where it is.
You know, I talk all this crap. I give Jeannie credit, man. She's gone through the last like 4 or 5 days of listening to nonstop Dokken in the house. So I got to ease up a little bit.
Dokken.
So you're on a Dokken kick this week, or is it George Lynch? Or
no, it's been Dokken. I've never really listened to like full albums from Dokken before. I mean, I have heard them, but I'm like, that first Lynch Mob record.
Kind of like me too. Yeah, I've never.
Yeah, and it's definitely like 80s. You know what I mean? But once like you kind of, like what's the album in 87? The one with Dream Warriors, Back for the Attack, I think it's called. That album, virtually front to back, is pretty goddamn good. But it's so 80s. You know what I mean? The sound of it, the songs, the structure, like, it's definitely 80s.
Is that the one with "It's Not Love" on it?
Yeah, that song is the shit.
I love that song.
Yeah.
I love that video. It's fucking badass.
It's great, man.
Would that have been the album they were supporting on the Monsters of Rock tour?
Yeah. Yep. That was it. Yep. Night by Night. That's a banger right there, boy. Yep. But the one thing I'll say about Lynch, like when you listen to the Dokken records, and then compare them to like the first 2 Lynch Mob records, as far as the solos, I believe, this is my opinion, that the solos on those first 2 Lynch Mob records are more memorable and more melodic. The Dokken solos, he was just going for it. Just like every solo starts out with that signature, Lynch lick, all that stuff. And they're obviously great solos, but I feel like they're not as memorable and catchy as the Lynch Mob solos. So
many bands that I overlooked in that era that I just like Dokken and never really got into like the whole catalog of Cinderella stuff that I, Cinderella is one that I actually have, started to listen to a lot of their stuff and enjoy they actually have some great songs.
Look at Randy Price. Lynch has that killer jerk off vibrato. Yeah, he does, man. Yep. And when you watch him pick, like if you never heard of George Lynch, you didn't know any idea who he was, and you saw how sometimes he'd pick, you're like, the hell's that guy doing? How is he playing any of that? But it's awesome. He's one of those guys.
It is so hard to play with your fingers like that. Like,
and he has a very identifiable whatchamacallit, pinch harmonic. The way he attacks those notes, very identifiable. He's man.
Him and Warren have that thing, like the spider web hand or whatever, like their fucking fingers are like stretched out like that, and it is so hard to play. Just to have that, to keep it like
Kirk
that.
Hammett with the middle finger. Kirk Hammett's always got that.
Yeah, I know, but don't put Kirk in. Don't even mention his name with those two guys. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Kirk Hammett fan because of Metallica, but I think Kirk does a lot of those things to kind of
I think
like when he used to put the tape around his wrist because he said he used to cut it from the. Come on, man.
It's rock and roll, man. Metal.
Excuses.
Yeah. We've reached the threshold of Metallica mentions tonight for Johnny. Johnny's about to hit the end button. One more Metallica reference, boys, and we're done.
Good night, everybody.
Lars is a cock.
Lars is the reason why that band is what they are.
Absolutely. He's the Paul Stanley of the band.
Yep.
Oh, I got a question in the chat. Mr. Hellstrom.
Well, don't sound too excited, Caleb. Jesus, I have a question in the chat. Jesus.
By the way, my apologies. I did have to jump in the pool.
Would you have a raging boner?
No. Fuck. Here's the thing. Lemmy.
Are those Pringles?
Fucking right they are.
No. Stacks are way better than Pringles. That's not even.
And Pringles.
Stacks.
So Lemmy, as I try to do the best I can to get her to
Ruffles
to poop on the grass where she belongs pooping. She's old, so she just goes outside and just sort of lays down until it's time to shit. Then she gets up and she figures it out. So she lays down, and I have one of her favorite toys, and I basically go along the edge of the pool until she follows me to get the toy, and then I hand her the toy on the edge of the grass, and she's like, "Oh, the grass! That's where I'm supposed to shit." So that sometimes it takes a little bit more coaxing than others.
All right,
and
what's your question?
I live in a place where it was 100 degrees, so I can jump in the pool at night.
Caleb, what's the question you had from the chat?
I think the question was which, Caleb, the Wolfgang Standard versus your 5150. Which do you prefer? The 5150 Stealth? Is that what you're asking about?
Do you have a standard? I don't think you don't have a Wolfie Standard, do you?
Well, sometimes they call the USA a standard, right?
Yeah, but it's not. True? Yeah, it's what they used to. Sort of like with the PVs. The PVs, they tried to call them all standards. There's no such thing as a PV Wolfgang standard. There's no such thing. There's a PV Wolfgang and there's a PV Wolfgang Special. And then there's the PV Wolfgang Special EXP. But people call the regular version, because of what Les Paul has done, they're all standards. The one that is considered the one is now called a standard.
Well, so, I need Mr. Hellstorm 74 to clarify his question, because I have this 5150 Stealth, but I also have my 5150 custom that I made, the stainless steel. So
he's talking to Stealth.
Yeah, he means the Stealth.
And then what Wolfgang are you talking about? Because I don't have a standard. So
now,
I would say that if he's talking about quality wise, I would say that the Stealth, that version of the Stealth, or those Stealth models, that's kind of in the same quality category as the Wolfgang Special.
Are those made in Mexico?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so they're made in the same factory.
Yeah, and what I tell people about this guitar is that it's basically a Wolfgang in a like super strat formation. Like it's a pacer, it's like a pacer body.
Yeah.
But it's got the, it's got the selector up here and the two. It's basically the Wolfgang setup. So,
yep.
But
you got to get that red switch tip, man.
Switch tip. But yeah, I think it's a great guitar, and like I said, I don't. It's my only ebony neck. I love it, and the neck feels awesome.
Have you oiled it yet? Have you oiled the neck yet?
No, I haven't oiled it yet.
Earl.
Have you decided to Earl it?
But I really love this guitar. It's I have 9 guitars now, so it's kind of hard.
9 times.
To spend,
only 9,
and I don't get to play a lot. So, and obviously I've been pretty one guitared the last week, if you know what I mean. But this thing feels great, and
Here's the thing, Griswold. I'll just take half your money, and we can go outside, and I'll kick you in the nuts.
But no, I don't have a standard, so I can't compare that to anything. If you want me to compare that to my, my Wolfgang USA, I can't, because this is probably, the finest guitar I've ever owned.
The second
next to the new one.
Second finest guitar you've ever
But these guitars are amazing. This USA 2009. This thing is just.
That's the one with your birthday serial number?
Yes, it is.
Caleb, the numbers guy.
Having a birthday guitar is pretty cool.
That's really cool. That is really cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was.
It also cost me like $1,000 more because it was super mid, and I just wanted to see what if it was a 2009. So I asked the guy what the serial number was. And he said, "Oh, it's 00922," and I was like, "Fuck!" It's like,
son of
I have to get it now.
As he's going and flipping up couch cushions for change.
Yeah,
that's why I got my Amber back from Dane. It wasn't that I wanted it back because Eddie passed or anything like that, but because my Amber Wolfgang, my PV, was made on my birthday, and I regretted letting that guitar go, because having a guitar that's made on your birthday is kind of neat. So the serial number or the build date being the same, that's like, to have a birthday guitar is kind of a neat thing to have.
Yeah, one of your was it the red one? I think had a build date on the eve of my 23rd birthday or something.
Yeah, I think my red one is the eve of when your mother actually went into labor. So
that's right. See, we talk about stuff like that.
You can always find something for the number.
Well, Caleb can.
Yeah.
Yep.
But this is the other Wolfgang I own, and everyone knows this as the Space Wolf. And
look at that sparkle.
Now, what did that start out as?
By
this, I originally got a Japanese special flat top on Craigslist.
Aim for the flat top.
That was on the show too. I remember getting back and showing it. I think I was late to get on that Steve Anderson show that night, and I showed. I remember it was missing the bridge or the neck pickup, and I went downtown to meet a guy somewhere, and he had that guitar and a case, and I walked away for $350.
Oh my god!
For a Japanese Wolf?
Yes.
Jesus Christmas.
The neck is worth more than that.
Hell yeah, it is.
That wasn't warmer than Phoenix in July.
It was nuts, and so I ordered a neck pickup for it, and then a couple months later on Craigslist, a fucking USA Wolfgang body alone shows up, and it's out right. It was out right near where they where the Corona factory is. I drove 3 hours against traffic that night to just because he offered me $100 for this body. those guitars are what, $3,000 new. So
Yeah.
the bodies, if you break it down, have to be like $900. So I got that body.
Was that your dog?
Ace was like, "Fuck that."
That was
So I got that body, and it's the same. It was the same as the ivory wolf that I have,
job,
same body. And I sent it to Craig with the neck, and talked about a bunch of different finishes, and I had this idea for the Sparkle Wolf, and you know, I wanted it to look like space, and here it is. It's beautiful under the lights. It's fantastic.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's got a very 1974 Dodge van to it.
Would sound
What
great.
you need to do is put a little bubble window on the top. You know, the bubble looks like a flame or a sperm, if you will.
Right.
And then maybe put a little carpet on the back of the neck, like a shaggin' wagon in it.
So it's got this Japanese special neck with the Jay's favorite and mine too, the stainless steel vintage frets
On those necks, man, with that 12 to 16 radius. Oh yeah, those frets, man. That's it.
Should have never let my Stealth go.
It's a great guitar. I mean, this thing's fantastic.
That's where it's
Oh.
It.
It's got a nice new scuff on it too, which is cool.
No, that was the bar.
It was the bar.
That was the bar. The
Right,
gold
let's hit the
bar.
bar.
He was a bar then. Yeah, I had that Stealth, the Japanese Stealth, that one had to go, and that was the one. And now I'm like, shit, I should have saved it. Should have hung on to it. I love that guitar. I actually feel
What about
I feel
my
more.
Wolfgang Stealth or my Wolfgang?
I do. Yours technically is a Stealth, with the exception of the paint job, because it's the ebony neck with the jumbo stainless frets on it, and it's cool. It's just got a different paint
my
job.
Japanese Wolfgang.
No,
Good.
maybe.
I don't want to sell it anyway.
Yeah, I didn't think you did.
Didn't think you did.
I didn't think you did. You were just teasing me.
Hey, Can somebody hit a drum roll? 'Cause my drum roll is broken.
Oh, Michael, the captain.
The captain is with us.
Hello.
Michael,
Oh, you got a haircut.
Everybody, man?
welcome back.
Show us your haircut.
Haircut. Wait a second.
Haircut.
You hear that? Hold on. Listen to this.
Fuck.
Now listen to this one.
Oh
Keep it going.
Play them both. Oh my god.
Whoa. Whoa, too close.
Keep going.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay.
wow.
He's got the. If you wear those with no boxes,
Yeah.
man, all it takes is a small breeze, and you're pitching a tent, a silk tent.
Holy fuck.
Oh,
Oh, that was an intro right there.
yes. Welcome back.
What's up, Cap?
Oh my
Kind of hoping we
Yeah,
could do that for
you're
another
right.
58 minutes.
Ugh. Yes. Ugh is right.
How you doing, Cap?
I'm doing all right. I'm busy. I literally was on the road. You all know, I think,
On the
for a
road,
month.
man.
1 month.
Damn.
So I was in Grapevine, Texas, which is near Dallas, and Abilene, Kansas, then Durango,
Place.
and then Chama, New Mexico.
Captain on tour.
Yeah, you ain't shit.
Did you bring did you bring any guitars with you or a guitar?
Did you bring us anything?
Well, you don't want. I'll be careful with that one. I brought my. Actually, I have a Fender Stratocaster, which is kind of my Frankie thing. I just tore it apart when I was, back in 1982. It's in '83, I should say.
Wow.
and I brought that guitar with me, my Fender Strat. So
that's cool.
Which is cool. Oh yeah.
What's the story with that one? Have we seen that one? Is that like your road?
The road dog.
Road dog. Yeah.
I don't know. I can get it. It's right over here.
American Strat from.
Yeah. American Strat. Yep.
Yeah, I'd love to check that out.
Okay, give me a second.
Well, it is Straturday night.
Those, who makes that travel guitar? What's that travel guitar?
Traveler.
John Biel.
Oh, it's the FU tone. They don't make it. He doesn't make it. He promotes it, right?
Yeah, I believe Traveler is a guitar company.
FU tone sweetness.
Traveler. Michael Smith. Remember we saw Larry Mitchell at the Traveler booth as we were leaving that last day that one year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are those real small.
I like those.
It's like a Strat with like no headstock.
Half of it cut off.
Tiny.
Yeah. They're pretty cool, man. They're really
price point too. They're like, a few $100. That's not bad. Those are. I was looking at those. Those are nice looking guitars. Floyd Rose too. Most of them, I think, right? Or not a real Floyd, but
they have some Ibanez looking ones.
Floyd.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the Ibanez ones now that Adam is upgrading with the FU tone stuff.
Awesome.
On his website. Yep. Let me go grab that guitar.
Yeah, go grab it.
Check out FU Tone. FU-tone for all your upgrading.
For all your tone needs.
Yes. I got to get some water.
Me too. I got to get a bottle of water up here.
Give me a bottle of anything and a glazed donut.
To go.
Well, I guess that leaves just the three of us.
I'll wait.
Oh,
I'll wait till Johnny comes back or somebody comes back.
Love goes down.
No, you have to do it, Jay. If you want to go.
Yeah,
if
me and Paul can handle it.
I know. I'm not.
We can just talk like your cousin from Boston.
I just know you two don't like each other, so I was trying to stay here to kind of,
What are you talking about?
We got what? We got fucking beef over here. We got beef.
Guy?
We got
No
beef. You,
this
me.
guy.
You feeling froggy, motherfucker?
Me? No. Me and Paulie get along great.
We're good. Everything is good. We all get along. Everyone is one big happy fucking family.
That's right.
Yes.
I even
what do you want to talk
reconnected with an old girlfriend this week. I feel so good about it.
Wow. That's good news, maybe.
Yeah, she was mad at me for a while.
Oh, that happened.
Well, I didn't know if she was mad at me or not.
Well, you never do with women. You never know. It's like,
no, you never know.
No.
But
well, if you don't know why I'm mad at you, then it's like, well.
Oh God. Oh. Yep.
Well, the captain is like, yeah, the guitar's right over here. I'll go get it. Meanwhile,
fix a sandwich.
He's went back to Abilene, Kansas.
Yeah.
What do you got there, buddy? Is that a hair tie? Drop it, asshole. No, you're gonna choke on that.
Geez.
Yeah, dogs and hair ties.
Drop.
Bent Tom.
Hey, Bent Tom,
man.
I gotta get that
fun place.
We talking about connecting, Bent Tom. We got to.
This is what he was. This is what he was eating. Literally a hair tie, hair and elastic.
Oh yeah.
That would have come out in the wash later.
or in the backyard.
Yep. It would have been. He would have been walking around and scooting. I would have been like, "What's that hanging out of your asshole?" Oh, yay! So I just eliminated. Hi, buddy. I love you too, but I'm not putting my finger in your ass. Nope. Not again.
You learned that lesson.
Well, after the show. Only after the show.
He's a good boy. Is what he does.
Look at that baby face.
Good boy. Right, buddy.
Now let's see that, Michael.
There is nothing better than a fucking dog, man.
I agree.
Doggy.
I got to get a water since you're back. Oh, now you're gonna show a guitar. Now I can't leave.
No, go ahead.
All right.
Johnny's gonna he'll put me center stage, I guess.
Did you say that was an 83?
If anybody gives a fuck.
You said that's an 83, Michael?
I care, man.
I care big time.
You guys are so full of shit. 83, 84. I forget when I bought it, man.
It's got a
what's
Floyd
the serial
Rose.
No, does not.
Oh no. Oh, it looked like it had a locking nut on the top.
Yeah, no, I'll give.
It should be. It should be E83 or E84. The serial number on that headstock should be E8384. Read out right underneath the model. Should be on the front of the headstock. There's nothing underneath that.
E32.
E32. So it's an 83.
Oh wow. Well, so it's got a what is it? A Kaler? What kind of trem is that?
I had a Kaler put in.
Oh.
Again, this is back in the day. Say again?
When did you put the Kaler in?
Literally right after I bought the goddamn guitar.
Oh, okay. So back in the in the mid '80s, you did that.
Yeah, and if you notice, it only has a volume and one tone.
Oh, that's unique. Did you was that factory or you had that done?
That was factory.
Wow. And it's got the it doesn't have a
it doesn't have a recessed jack. That's how they were making them back.
The top jack on the on the pick guard.
Yeah, there was a period of time during that manufacturing for Fender where they felt like that was cost cutting. That would help you cost cut it because the blanks,
sure,
the bodies could be they could do all the electronics and not have to worry about routing out that jack in the body. It was just cheaper to cut them.
Now it's like a unique era with the Strats.
Yep. And a lot of those bodies came from Japan, and they don't tell you that.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, you're giving Michael some bad news. No.
No. I mean, they were cut.
I love the guitar. Look at the back, by the way.
So was that originally? Now, was that originally a hardtail Strat? If it didn't have strings on the back.
This is all original when I bought it, outside of changing out the tremolo and the pickups.
So what did it have?
It had the Fender
tremolo before.
It had the Fender stock tremolo.
But there's no springs on the back.
That's not a string. It's not a string through.
But where was the? I'm confused. It had an original Fender tremolo on it.
Yeah, it just had springs on. They had springs on the bridge.
What?
Yeah.
There's no springs on the back though. There's no cavity in the back for the.
No,
springs.
completely solid.
Again, that's how they made them back then. That's how they cut them.
Like a Jaguar or like a.
Yeah. It's like when that's almost a bullet Strat without the bullet body.
Wow.
You know, they cut all the bodies like that, and the only difference was in the electronics.
And this was the only guitar I could afford at that time. So what I did again, I put the Kaler in, right? This is
the Killer Kaler.
A Killer Kaler. This is the Frankenstein Wolfgang pickups that I bought. This is a Dave Gilmour signature, and these are original Hot Rail pickups. Back again.
Cool guitar.
This pickup here. I mean, I put this in originally. It was in this position.
So that must have some great tone.
Yeah, it's got
great tune.
It really does.
Switch.
It has 5-way switch.
It even has a tone knob.
That's how you know it, by the way, it has great tone, because it says it right there. So you can't fucking deny that, right?
It's got a Kaler though.
Well, that's
we've already gone over that, Johnny. Welcome to the show.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't here, but yeah, that Kaler actually takes away from the tone.
Dude.
Because there's no
it's just the rollers.
It's just on the top.
It's just the metal in the rollers.
Yeah, there's no vibration through the body.
But I'm still confused as far as why it doesn't have the route on the back.
Because they were free floating trems back then when it was basically on a hinge.
It's just a square.
It was on a hinge.
But the Kaler
was. Hold on, Caleb. We need to have him on center stage.
Vicious dog attack going on.
That.
Getting big, man.
Puppy breath.
Fuck, is he getting big?
Puppy breath.
I know you could have.
How awesome is that? Look at that face.
Oh man.
Wow. Ned, come here.
And in 3 days, Caleb will have acne.
Oh.
Or worms.
It's all worth it.
Yeah, it's worth anything at all.
distemper.
The Fender Free.
Okay.
Flight?
Yeah, you're schooling me because I didn't know about that.
Well, there's somebody on the show that usually looks this stuff up.
Well, that's Randy. Was it Randy Price or Dane's job tonight?
Okay.
No, that maybe some other night I'll do that. If I ever watch the show live.
Yeah, but this is like an odd guitar. So
that's what.
It was during a weird era for Fender.
Yeah.
There's an argument to be made that Fender Japan was making better guitars overall than Fender USA because Fender Japan was licensing it out to Tokai. Tokai was making them for Fender Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And people love Tokai guitars. And the Japanese craftsmanship was allegedly better, but who knows? I mean, that could be things people tell them.
Fender Japan is amazing.
I was just saying, for the most part,
everything that they've ever done.
Yeah, Japan is usually always great quality stuff.
My Aerodyne Jazz
stuff.
I got to study the Fender book.
Yeah, my Aerodyne Jazz is my Aerodyne Jazz bass is Fender Japan. It's fucking great. Love that guitar.
Oh man, I'm freaking tired tonight, man.
Oh, we're losing Jay.
I had a couple. I was doing a little boozing earlier, so.
What's it called?
Fender Japan.
Free float.
Bo. Free flight.
Free flight.
Custom.
This thing is amazing. This thing is incredible, man.
Custom. It's
custom stuff.
You see the iPhone sticker on there?
Is this wait a minute.
An Apple guitar?
Look at that. That's funny.
Yeah. I love this thing, man.
The free float system, like the blue one there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. How long did that last? How long was that in production? A year?
Funny thing though,
Performer.
that was before the Parker Fly. Body shape looks very similar, doesn't it?
Wow, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That top horn. It was a bit horny.
There's a combination of BC Rich and the Parker Fly.
But that's the thing. Like, I don't want to play a Fender that looks like that. You know?
Oh, I would. I would play that.
Yeah, but you have a bunch of guitars.
So somebody has one. Send it to Johnny.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, my address is in the description.
Yeah, you would play it if you had it. Like if somebody gave it to you. Of course, if somebody came over and said, "Hey Jay, check this out," I'd play it, but I wouldn't like seek one out and pay money for it, and I wouldn't like play it on stage. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I would
play it on stage.
I think it looks cool. I think the weirder looking the guitars, the better.
This impressive guitar had a radically different body design for a Fender and a painted headstock based on the 1969 Swinger design. The combination of these design elements with 24 fret neck was intended to compete with the newly popular Super Strat guitars from makers like Jackson. But the Performer launched in '85 lasted only until the following year. It was a victim of the uncertainty surrounding the sale of Fender by CBS.
What's it called, John Beal, that guitar?
The Performer. Fender Performer, 1985 and 86. And the cool reaction of some players to a Japanese guitar. Yeah, so it failed big time.
But that was Fender Japan.
I wonder how many they actually made.
The Katana.
So it's quality,
Katana, right?
That's a quality guitar.
You look at that.
That was their answer to their Jackson Rhodes, or the Concorde, they called it, actually.
Katana, yeah.
Wow.
85. What other Super Strats do they?
It's 24 frets, though.
Yeah.
Oh, John
Gibson tried it, too.
Forget it.
Gibson tried to make Super Strats, too, for a while, and those things are now collector's items. What was it called?
Well, quality stuff, definitely.
I'm not into the 24 frets.
Well, what's this one? The Strat Plus.
You don't like 24 frets at all, John?
I just can't.
Yes, you can.
It's a visual thing for Johnny. He just can't get past the.
No, it's different.
It's not visual. I can feel that. You can feel it.
My PRS,
all it is two extra. It's 2 extra centimeters on the end of the fretboard. That's all that it is.
Oh, you're talking about the guitar.
Did I show you my PRS guitar? Custom 24?
Don't know.
It's not even the scale length doesn't change. The scale length is the same.
This goes into the body more or whatever.
There you go. Circa 85 Performer.
Oh my
if you guys haven't seen one, the Gibson U1s and U2s.
Look at that ugly ass headstock too.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's just like an arrow.
They said it took after a different, an earlier Fender, 69 Fender.
Look at the Gibson U1 and U2, and look at Gibson making a Strat-shaped guitar. It's like Gibson's version of a Jackson.
Look at the pickups on that damn thing.
No, it's hideous.
Page 34.
And that's the thing. Like, I think after a while, guitar companies started to realize.
There's a bass too.
Oh my God! Look at that.
What the heck is it?
Yeah. You got to remember though. This is like what 83, 84. This is during the crack epidemic.
It's also during the time.
Look at that headstock.
The paddle, the ass whooping.
That's the one that was based on the Fender Swinger.
Oh, the top right.
No, they're talking about the one on the right.
Oh, yeah.
Top right. Put that back again.
Top right. Wait, that's the one I'm showing. The red one here. This one.
No,
they're talking about the 12
No, the
string.
headstock. The headstock.
The 12-string headstock.
This one.
Oh my God, John!
No.
Yeah.
Your right hand.
They reused the 12-string headstock.
No, they're two different headstocks.
Robot Master Switch called it the Smurf hat.
Thank you, false flag.
Smurf hat headstock.
This was because they had an excess of the 12-string headstock.
That's it right there.
Yeah. And they made him into 6-string
Smurf hat. Oh man,
I like it.
I'd like one. I'd be happy to play one. Unique body styles. I mean, for the Fenders, man.
Hey, it looks like a BC Rich. The top of it looks like a BC Rich Warlock, and the bottom looks like a Fender Jazz Bass.
the Gumby headstock. There you go.
Custom, this is just called the Custom 69.
Oh, look at the price.
Yep.
And there's no pickups. And there's nothing in there. It's
just the body.
So what's the story with that? The Katana? How many did they make?
3.
At least 3.
Lasted 2 years.
That's the one that they tried to obviously respond to the Jackson Rhodes or the Concorde, whichever way you want to refer to it. Getting them as close to a flying V as Fender wanted to get.
Jesus.
Oh, Captain Smith, that Invisible Man meme is hilarious. Just saying.
That's pretty good.
I don't see it. Where? Get
There
it?
you go.
I saw that.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
Coming to theater near you.
Good. The BL Katana. There you go. 1985 BL.
BL Katana.
Not to be confused with John BL Katana.
I'm still digging this motherfucker.
Yep.
BL Katana. Michael likes his. Mikey likes it.
Yep.
There you go.
Too bad not all customers were satisfied.
Good night, Mark.
I never changed. I know Paul didn't like it.
Just didn't bond with it.
Good night, Mark.
Mikey likes it.
I liked it. I like this Ernie Ball better.
I like it a lot.
213.
The LA area code.
Yeah. So Caleb, how do you like the Stealth? because I ordered one.
You did?
Yep.
Yeah, I love it.
I ordered it from Ike.
Why don't you order 2 of them?
Ike. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Great way to stay in shape.
Flipside Music out here in Denver. Friend of mine. One of the last mom pop places you can buy shit.
I mean,
how much do you pay for shit?
It's a lot heavier than you think it will be, and
yeah,
it's just,
give me the skinny.
It's a fun guitar to look at. I mean, playing it is also fun, but it's one of those where you keep looking at it. It's very
different.
Sexy guitar, for sure.
Cool. They're talking about the middle of summer for the damn thing to come to me, at least.
That's only like what, 2 months?
Yeah, we're almost there. Shit.
Well, you got a few guitars you can play. In the meantime.
Mine came two months before it was supposed to, so I think they long ball you and then they give it to you early. I think is what they do. So
when I reached out to him, I told him I was going to get it. Actually, he mentioned you. Okay, he was like, "Yeah, I saw Caleb got one."
The Caleb Rappaport?
Yep. And then when she said that, I was like, "Got to do it, man."
Good enough for me.
Ike said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he texted me. Yep. He's like, "I saw Caleb got one, and they liked it." I'm like, yeah, well. So he already had one in order, which I did not know. He didn't know either. He started looking into it. He's like, "So when the first one comes in, I got the first dibs on it."
Our friend Jeremy White. Our friend Jeremy White's got one coming in too. So
cool.
It seems to be a pretty popular model.
Well, check that one out. That's going to be. I believe I'm going to place an order for that sumbitch on Monday.
Which one?
I put it in the chat.
Uh-oh. Which one? What are we talking about here?
Oh, the Ibanez.
Uh-oh. I see Ibanez.
The Ibanez USA.
So you order it on Monday and you'll be returning it on Tuesday.
Oh. Well, they're not going to be in stock until
Wednesday.
July or September. Between July and September, they're expecting them in.
That's cool.
So
that's a badass looking guitar, dude.
I've been looking at.
There's an ad in the chat.
There's an ad in the chat.
Free delivery from Paul.
You haven't sold that thing yet, Dan? What's wrong with you? I bet you
guys. Yeah, if you want
Paul's hands.
That's number 55.
That's Eddie's fucking birth date. The year he was born.
Wow.
55.
There's Nettie right there.
$5,500 too.
I know Fruitcake Tony was asking about it earlier.
By the way, Dane, just so you know, I'm also looking or thinking about another guitar, and I'm always looking to share the love. So I'll be reaching out to you, brother.
Wow.
He also, if anybody is looking for it, unless he sold it, Dane has a Bumblebee Stripe Series EVH on the wall. That you don't see many of those out there. So, in case anybody's looking for them,
Dane, you still got that?
Uh-oh. Let's make a deal.
Let's do this live.
We'll do it live.
Do it live. Do it now. Do it.
See, that's the thing. Dane doesn't want to ship it. That's the only headache with that guitar.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to ship it. Doesn't want to ship it.
So we got to find a buyer in Phoenix.
Or we got to find somebody that can mule it to somewhere else.
Or I can buy it, come out there, take a motorcycle trip, Paul.
Sure.
Like
strap it to your back.
And then, yeah.
Quit talking about it. Just do it. Pull the trigger.
Meet Paul at the board. Paul will drive it to the board.
Wow.
We won't. For Dane.
PSA Gem Mint 10 Mark McGuire rookie card.
Dane, if you still have the guitar, all kidding aside, IM me, man.
What, for the Bumblebee?
Instant message you? Are we back on like AOL Instant Messenger?
I am me.
Did I say I am?
You did.
What the fucking Facebook I am? What the fuck? Come on, dudes.
We know what you mean, Michael.
Isn't it DM or PM?
DM.
Never mind.
Dane will meet you in Albuquerque.
For real?
Take it right at Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go. You're getting hooked up.
How far is Albuquerque from you, Mike?
It's not around the fucking corner.
Is it really?
That's
300 miles.
They said it's not around the fucking corner.
Oh, I thought you said it's
Probably
right
three.
around the corner.
It's
No.
probably 300 or 400 miles.
Well, that's not bad.
Shit, the way I do the amount of driving I do for work, it's
All right,
the train.
I have it.
Take the
I
train.
got it. I got it.
okay. Here we go.
Cap, you buy the guitar from Dane, right?
Mhm.
You have Paul pick it up right there from his shop, and then
Right
you
there from the shop.
and then you have Paul. You pay Paul the shipping to ship it to you. So if anybody's liable, Paul.
No, because what I do is
I'll sign that to you, Paul. Good.
I insure the thing to the tits, and then we report it stolen,
And then you split the
You
money.
both win.
and we split the money.
Now we're talking. Fuck
Like-
yes, I'm buying
Except for
this
the
guitar.
fact that you just said it on live YouTube.
It's
Yeah,
450
but
miles.
that's
And
completely-
Facebook.
But that's completely in jest. So if it
And
actually did
podcast.
happen,
No. No, ain't nobody doing that. No, I'm serious. I think you should buy it if the deal is right.
Michael, if you want
And
it,
then
just
Paul-
pay Dane to
Paul
ship
just
it.
ship it. Paul just ship it to the Cap.
I'll pay
Yeah,
for
I
the
can-
shipping. I
I
don't.
can-
Pay Dane to
I
ship
can put it in
and
a box
extra
and
insurance.
ship it.
Yeah.
Dane just doesn't like doing it.
Well, if the customer pays for it,
So now I'm
well, then I guess
I'm the
that's gonna
captain's
jack up the
broker.
price. That's
there's going to be a
jack
broker
up the price.
fee now that's going to be included in there. It's going to have to be enough to afford me to buy back a guitar I recently sold.
Holy fuck.
Actually,
I
fun fact:
Isolate.
if anybody is
wonder who that might be.
if anybody is looking, there is an amber EVH Ernie Ball Music Man for sale in Phoenix, in Fountain Hills, Arizona. It's on Reverb right now. I think he wants $59.95, but I bet you can get it for a little cheaper. And that's a reasonable price in today's market.
$59.94.
Paul,
Michael?
there was a green one in Los Angeles for 35 on Craigslist.
35,000.
No, 3,500. It's gone. But
Well, I bet it went lickety split.
Oh,
I'm wondering if it's like it was an EX where someone slapped the
slap the EVH
signature
on
on it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I always try to get a shot or screenshot of the serial number and then cross-reference it with Ernie Ball before anything.
That's
Yeah, you better do that. It's right. I can imagine you know damn well there's so many fakes out there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Can you,
Can you
Caleb,
see the
send me
serial
that
number?
picture?
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
send me that picture.
beautiful. Look at that.
That is a nice looking, nice looking top
That
Yeah,
top
it's
is
pretty
gorgeous.
sweet.
with the green case too. That's
That
cool.
looks like an EX top.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That looks like a photo flame.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a decal,
A decal.
or is it
A veneer.
a
Yeah.
veneer?
Veneer.
Sorry,
It looks too good.
sorry.
Sorry.
There's no way that's selling for 3,500.
Nope.
Well, what did Paul pay for his are we talking about an Axis? Is that what you think it is?
No, if it's an Axis EX, even those are still going for decent money. They're $3,000 plus.
Didn't Paul just pay for one? Didn't you just pay for one?
I just-
for one?
No, I got a regular
A
Axis.
Frankie
I-
Plus.
So, Caleb, does it say anywhere in there that it is?
If you do the math, John, I paid $1,800 for it.
I'm clueless about it all, Paul. So don't. As
Trust
far
me,
as the music
18
fans go, I don't really.
Don't try to impress him.
No.
$1,800 for an Ernie Ball
in the-
Axis.
It's in the chat for all of you.
Yeah, in $1,800 for an Ernie Ball Axis is a pre EVH, pre October 6th number. Now those things are well over $3,000, just because of the association, even though it's not an
So,
EVH.
okay,
guitar.
so it wasn't 1,800 on top of the Frankie.
No,
Oh, okay. I was thinking.
no.
All right, that makes a lot more sense.
No.
I wasn't
it-
paying
it-
attention. Sorry.
I spent 17,
Sorry.
which is 200 less than they retail for.
Yeah.
But still enough for him to make money on. Yeah, that's
Sick.
There's
That's-
no way, right?
There's no
That-
way
That's ridiculous.
there's no
And
way
it's
that's
green
legit.
too. Paul, what's the most
That's
rare
the
color?
rarest. Yeah, that's the rarest vivid color.
There's
You've got
no
straight
way.
black gold top. That could actually be a black that's faded, because the black will sometimes fade to green.
And it says this is the real deal. That's what it says in here.
I doubt it.
The top on that is stupid.
And it's already sold, right? So some buyer out there. What's the headstock look like? Is it got all the correct decals? Obviously,
it's hard to see.
Fuzzy, yeah, it's got the signature. I mean, didn't Craig repaint one for Rob Johnson?
He did repaint one for somebody.
A green one that was an EX, and he added the signature, right?
Do me a favor. Can you zoom in, Johnny, on that the neck plate?
The picture's too small.
That's what she
no,
said.
you can't. I couldn't see it either.
I can't
I
zoom.
zoomed in also. I can't see it.
Where was the picture, Paul?
What was it sold on?
It's in the chat.
What I'm looking at is the layout.
Sale?
The layout of the headstock on the. I mean, that neck plate looks weird too. Like the serial number and everything, like where it is in the bottom.
Oh, you mean where the Music Man logo is?
Yeah.
Is it? Is that?
It looks weird. Does it say San Luis Obispo on the back of the headstock?
Can't really tell.
Can't tell.
Well, if it says San Luis Obispo, then yeah, it's fake. That's not how you pronounce it.
You can't see it. It's all flushed out.
Was that on Reverb or who? Where was it sold through?
Craigslist, LA.
So go to the original listing. Can you see the original? This is just.
Oh, it might still be up.
Those are the. You can look at sold items, right? Usually
it might still be up because it listed it as up, but it was said it was sold. I'll look right now.
Let's get to the bottom of this. Excuse us.
You guys having fun watching Friday Night Live, folks?
That's right. Thanks for watching tonight, everyone.
This is great content.
Somebody misses us. A Don misses us. Miss you. We miss you too, A Don. Whoever the heck you are.
There's a
faded
Music Man
purple.
That is in the right spot. That logo in the back.
It is.
Yeah.
There's a faded purple for $8,000.
I think this is awesome content, John.
I agree. I know.
This is the kind of geek shit that got me.
For our viewers, this is what they tune in for. I know that.
Oh yeah.
It's still there. It's still there.
Send a link to it.
Okay.
Can you zoom in better? Missed you, A Don.
Yeah, she's talking to you, John.
I know. I just assumed. Black Salami, we love you, man.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, the picture's not much better. A little better. Not really.
Well, you can't.
Oh, actually, there's a good zoom in on the headstock.
It's fuzzy. The whole thing's fuzzy.
Look on the bottom there.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman.
Yeah.
Under that first image, the second image is just the headstock.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. Maybe the guy just like got it.
Some people get great deals, you know. Some people.
Oh,
wait a minute. There's something smudged between. It almost looks like something smudged between that.
Between those butt cheeks.
After the fourth, between the fourth and the fifth string.
What's that smudge
between the fourth and the fifth string there? Whoa! It almost looks like they could have painted over something, or it's just dirt. Looks like
that smudge.
Could be dirt.
Smudge. It's a bit of a smudge. Anyway,
it could be that we'll find out that was actually Eddie's neck, and that was a burnt guitar.
Right. Didn't he? Well, the one that he smashed in 2004, that was a PV, right? That was a green PV.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only one that he ever smashed, according as far as I know. I think that's Caleb. That's the only one he ever.
I can barely hear you.
That
really?
2004 was the only time he ever smashed a guitar, right? The end of that tour.
Well, he smashed an art series too.
When was that?
And they sold it. They auction that too.
You can barely hear John BL.
I'll
Now
speak
I
up
can.
if you need me to.
Yeah,
That's better.
John BL, we can't hear you.
Well, someone's going to tell me. I can't. I don't know.
I heard
you. Can't
you.
hear me.
Oh, there's his
Can you
mic.
hear
John BL, we can barely hear
Oh.
you. Man. John,
Should I crank
speak
it
up
up?
a little bit.
Oh, I can't hear.
Well, maybe if I turn it up.
Hello, Paul.
That's the best I can do. Sorry.
Hello, Kim.
Sorry.
I can't hear nobody. Sorry.
Read us
I'll speak up. I'll speak up a little bit.
I know I've got the Canadian vibe going tonight. I am Canadian. That's where my family.
We got more than 45 viewers though, man.
Shots fired.
Look at that.
Shots fired.
God.
Different tone on that one.
I think they're also like. Oh,
Now I sound really loud.
there's. Okay.
Wow.
There's
Johnny.
a tell about the tops on these, right? Because
The top.
the tone.
We've lost Johnny, Caleb.
No, I'm still here, man. I'm just really red. I don't know
I
why.
put a picture of just
Wearing a winter
Amber's
jacket
body.
inside in California.
Whatever.
Sorry, Caleb. I'm trying to let you go, but Johnny's laughing his
I just
ass
said
off.
I'm red.
Yeah, here's the tell. It's not book matched. That's what makes it look like a veneer.
What's the term? Photo boxed? What?
Photo flame.
Photobomb.
Photo
What is it?
flame. Photo flame.
If you
Which
look
Flame
at
photo?
if you look at the top, all right, down the middle of that guitar, like any other, like a Les Paul or anything like that, there should be a seam
Right.
right in the middle. And if you look underneath the bridge, from the trem down to the button, the bottom strap button, there's no book match.
Book
I see what
match.
you're saying,
That's the
yeah.
term.
I see what you're saying.
Because I remember when I put the amber up in one of the Music Man pages. Someone said, "Is that an EVH or an AX or a EX?" And some guy chimed in, "It's book match, so it's an EVH."
Yeah, that
So
to
that's
me,
really
that-
a tell.
yes.
This one does not look to have a book match on it.
Nope.
And that,
Someone-
John, like I said, Johnny doesn't care.
Someone paid $3,500 for
For an EX.
an
That's what it
EX.
looks like. If
with a
that's the
signature.
tell, that is.
By the
definitely
way,
like a one-piece top.
In today's
Yeah,
market,
it's not a bad price.
that's not a bad price. I wouldn't pay it, but
It was advertised as a.
And it's a
Yeah.
beautiful
EVH.
green top, so
and have at it. And for somebody that doesn't know the difference,
Yeah, definitely one ply or one piece.
yeah, it's one piece. It's a photo flame sheet over the top that was clear coated over.
There you
And-
go. We
and-
did it again. We got to the bottom of the mislabeled.
Here's the thing: in the description, it says those of you that know what this is, know what a great price it is. Those of us that know what that is know that there's no fucking way anybody would sell that guitar for that price.
Yeah, exactly. And then he
Not
said,
even I would sell that guitar for that price.
then he
That's
said,
right.
if you don't agree, move on.
Yes, not a green one. Sorry.
yeah, the only way you'd sell it for that price if it was a friend.
And even then, not a green one.
Or God forbid if you're desperate. I mean,
I mean, you wouldn't sell one to a friend for a pre-October 6th price and then see one selling for $12,000 on Reverb.
Yep.
So we got what he paid for.
Well, I wonder if someone's going to try and flip that on Reverb. We'll see.
I'd be shocked if it didn't happen.
Oh, man.
Well, if it's that easy to tell if it's a one or the other, just
It's
looking
not-
at the book match.
But it's not, though. That's the problem. Is that for
in
us,
this
it's
case,
easy
it
to
looks
tell.
right. Yeah, but
It's
it's
like
pretty
being- look-
obvious once you know that.
How many Chibsons sell on eBay and
Well, yeah.
Reverb every day?
Yeah, you're right.
People and
You're fucking
And-
right, man.
the Ernie Ball Music Man is not a
Where was that
guitar on the
picture
level
from
of a Strat or a Les Paul. So the average person doesn't know anywhere near as much about an Ernie Ball.
Remember that when they seized all that stuff at the airport a few weeks ago, all those fake Gibsons. They look great. Like this,
they're getting better.
Went through all of them and just they were good fakes if that's what they were.
They're getting better.
And they're cracking down on it apparently, like the customs or whatever, wherever they come from, Japan. I think they're cracking down on it.
Yeah, but those are the ones that they caught. Just to think of how many fucking through, right?
Yeah.
And you're getting fleeced.
Am I the only one that searches like 12 different Craigslists all over the country? EVH.
My that Ripley is still for sale here.
Oh man, I'm out of gas, boys. I got to split.
Good night, Jay.
I saw my eyes closing on the screen a minute ago, and I was like, "All right."
By the way, real quick, Jay, before you go, I got to ask: any news on Gizmochi as far as tours or anything like that coming up? Now that, thank God, the masks, the CDC finally
lifting the mandate.
Yeah, we're finally, exactly. And of course, I have that.
You have this?
Get that tour set up.
Everyone should buy it. That album is fucking killer.
Oh, I thought you said you have it, like you have one of these CDs. Got poster.
Oh, I want one of those, motherfucker.
And then we got some new shirts out. And
Okay.
No, nothing as far as shows or touring or anything yet.
Okay.
Yeah, Ben Tom brings up Gizmochi OnlyFans page. Makes sense.
In the works though, Jay? I hope.
Nothing's been.
If you click to the Gizmochi OnlyFans page, it's just a bar.
Yes.
Working on it. That's all. It's all good, bro. Working on it.
We'll see what happens. If anything, it'll be next summer. Opening up for Poison and Motley.
There you go.
Yes, that tour that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad though.
Oh, we'd get booed off the stage so fast.
You'd blow them off the stage. You'd blow them off the stage by getting booed off the stage.
And then get blown.
They blow them
off stage.
Yeah.
They blow them on the stage.
All right, guys. Everybody have a great Sunday tomorrow. And
you too, Jay.
I'll talk to some of you guys, I'm sure, during the week.
Good night, bro.
Good night,
some
guys.
of us. Which ones of it? If the ones that you don't talk to, should we feel left out?
Absolutely.
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Fuck.
I'm gonna cry.
Hey, well, we under the stage, Ben Tom. Hey, we chat through the what is it? The IM, the instant message.
PM.
This is why the captain only shows up once every 5 weeks, because he shows up and
my fucking balls
the whole time.
I get my onions crushed on here all
for whatever reason.
That's why it's all fun. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Good night, everybody in the chat.
Yeah,
I used to love the old.
I am me.
Tony, I am me.
I used to love the old phrase. He's a good shit, so we don't break his balls too much. Wait. Good shit. He's a good shit.
If we ain't busting onions, we don't like you.
Busting onions.
If you're not ready to call your therapist, we haven't gone far enough.
Exactly.
No, that's the Tuesday night show, right? I've missed it.
Oh, the Tuesday night show. The Tuesday night show.
Yeah, I've missed it. I used to have Wednesdays as a remote day for school, and I could stay home. But now we're back in school, so can't stay up late on Tuesdays anymore.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you that. Are you full back in the classroom now and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Back to reality.
We 2 weeks ago lifted the mask edict in the building, and it's amazing how much better mood everybody is in when they don't have to have a piece of fucking sweaty cotton on their face.
Right.
You know, it was just, everybody's back to work now. Nobody's working remotely, and they can all, it's like back to normal. Inside our building was like an island, an oasis of normalcy, which is the weirdest thing anybody at a radio station could ever tell you.
Wasn't Arizona really late to the party anyway? Like, didn't they set up the mask mandate late and they didn't enforce it? Or
No, they are whatever the U.S. government wants to do. Arizona is anti that.
Mm-hmm.
We have a governor who was angling for a position in the second administration, and now he's term limited, so he's going to be screwed and out of a job in 16 months. So he's
he was banking on
yeah, he was hoping on getting a gig in Washington, and that didn't work out for him. So he's persona non grata here in Arizona, and because of that, the state just has given up. They don't give a shit about anything.
Wasn't McCain Arizona for a while? He was he governor or just a senator?
Oh yeah,
he was a senator.
He was a senator forever.
Yeah,
he was a senator forever, and royalty here.
Right.
Like he's like McCain in Arizona is like a Kennedy up in Massachusetts.
Yeah, but he got caught.
Except McCain never killed anybody.
But he got caught.
That's not entirely true. I'm sure. He was a Vietnam.
No, I'm saying he didn't kill his mistress in a bridge, a bridge accident.
Colorado.
McCain. But then on the other side of that, he didn't get a chance to play cards on Marilyn Monroe's back with his brother. So.
Oh my gosh.
Colorado lifted their the face banning mandate here, but I think they're leaving it to like local businesses if they want to keep it in place or whatever. But it's for the whole state. It's completely done.
Yeah,
they're lifted it here on the 15th next month.
Are they?
On my birthday. So it's a birthday present to me. Although I'm going to keep wearing the mask forever and ever.
I was just going to say, you still do see a lot of people.
He's not vaxxed.
Man. You see a lot of people that
I'm not.
They're still wearing the masks, and I wear it too.
Out here, it's everywhere.
Johnny, I haven't turned into a zombie yet.
What's going to happen is you're going to have the contrarians who are going to be like, "Oh, mask mandates lifted? Fuck you! I'm wearing them. That's my freedom." They're going to start showing up, walking into liquor stores and banks wearing masks. And the banks are going to be like, "Excuse me, can you take your mask out?" It's going to be like, "Fuck you! Don't take my freedom."
By the way, Johnny, the vaccinations are free.
I know.
So why not get it?
Wait,
they offered.
Will somebody mail Johnny a vaccination?
You haven't got vaccinated yet?
It's Johnny. You know how he is.
Let him do his thing, man. Fuck it.
I'm gonna wait and see what happens.
Whatever.
If you wait long enough, we'll all see what happens. I want to quote the great Eastern European philosopher Ivan Drago. If he dies, he dies.
I know, but he's like the center of the show. Like he runs the show through his house. So
sorry, we can figure it out. It's not that hard.
Dude, Nesdall knows how to do this.
Yeah.
I just want to say hi to Dave Nesdall, who last week I asked a question. What the hell did I do wrong to lose touch with each other? And we reconnected this week, and it's great to hear that David is doing well.
Oh, that's a heartwarming story.
No, it's good.
Thank God.
He's doing well. Yeah.
100%.
So he watches the show on occasion. So
good.
Wanted to say hello. And what I'm basically saying is, we don't need you anymore, Johnny. So don't bother with the vax.
Oh.
Take your chance.
That's fucking vicious.
No, fuck that. Johnny knows I'm screwing with him. Do your thing, man.
Well, of course he knows.
Do anything.
Can I ask if your spouse feels the same way?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. We're just wait and see what happens.
I feel good. I got friends of mine that they're not.
Me too.
They haven't gotten the shot. They're not going to take the shot.
Nope.
They're going to wait for a while to see what happens, and it's all good, man. Whatever.
So Johnny, you're going to lose the mask and see what happens, or what?
Johnny already said he's going to wear it. Keep wearing.
No, I'm going to keep the mask.
Oh, okay.
I think it's great. I would have been sporting the mask 20 years ago if I would have known it was somewhat normal.
I think a lot of people,
right? You would have been wearing that shit at NAMM every year if you thought.
I love it.
Right?
Yeah, I got so sick that last NAMM. It was terrible.
It was COVID or at sea.
I think next year in NAMM, Next year, NAMM, John is gonna have like a complete fucking prophylactic around him, or he's just walking around. You cannot touch him at all.
Spacesuit.
It's gonna be like Bubble Boy. It's completely involved.
He's onto something.
Yeah, the duck mask. That's right. Therapy labs.
That's what I got the N95s. Those are like duck. Yeah, they do look like ducks.
No, I actually have a duck mask.
Oh,
it's actually a duck.
Is it from? There's a game. There's a game that comes with a duck mask.
Johnny, I have a question.
It's an actual duck.
Wow, look at that. That's cool.
Johnny, I have a question.
Question.
Will you be skiing the K-12 after the show?
The what?
The K-12.
Will you be skiing the K-12 after the show? What's up with the down jacket? Is it cold there in California tonight?
Yeah.
Huh.
No, I live right across from the ocean. It gets cold here.
No, I understand that. I'm just asking if it's cold there tonight.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine it being cold in the middle of May.
In the 70s here.
You're in more Northern California. Never mind.
Johnny, tell us about the guitar behind you.
Huh? Me?
Yeah, you.
Mine? The 84.
What?
That's the 84? Okay. Thank you.
Well said.
Whoa. Oh, my gosh.
Uh-oh.
What'd you drop?
Crap. No, Ned.
Ned brought something in.
Oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh. No.
Oh. No. Ned knocked my computer out of the wall.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna look down and have like a chewed up carcass.
That would have sucked.
That happens. No. Yeah, that happens all the time. But no.
Oh, I know.
No. I got to plug this in.
Well, what else we got going on? What else is we got? 15 minutes here. What's some good talk for a few minutes?
We really have 15 minutes, Jesus. I've done. This is. I think I'm in my 6th hour now on fucking YouTube today.
6 hours. Holy shit.
Oh, how about that?
I did almost 3 hours with Fruitcake Tony earlier.
Johnny posted earlier the growth, the extended growth. I know that sounds funny, but it's a hack job. I wasn't impressed at all with that. I'd rather hear the crappy 86 audience recording with the jam. But I love growth.
Yeah, but it would have been great though to see if they completed that.
Yeah,
you heard that?
That guy posted was basically like a 145. It
was pretty cool.
Auto tune thing.
It was kind of cool.
Low quality auto tune, like you can hear the bits going. In the
yeah.
I mean, that's not what they were going for, but
and that's not how the song actually went. But it was cool. I thought.
Right. Well, and that's what when they jammed on it the one time in '86, they just they modulated it up to a full. I don't think the one on there was like a 145 blues. 12 bar blues. Listen to it, but the jam was a lot cooler. But I mean, I get what they were going for. Everybody wants to hear the full or an extended version of growth.
It sounded cool though.
Yeah, I think Have you heard the extended jam they did in '86 though? On the 5150 tour they did in Worcester. They did a 3-minute version of Growth, and they just jammed on the riff, which was really cool.
Yeah, but Eddie actually played more.
Well, it was a dual guitar. I mean, Eddie and Sammy both played on that, didn't they?
Yeah, but Sammy was soloing, but Eddie actually played more parts to it. So that could tell you what he actually had, like the rest of what that actually was. It wasn't at all like that thing where the guy modulated the thing up and down like the blues. It wasn't like that at all, but still, I think that part was cool. Right? Robot, big winner, Robot Master Switch. Robot Master Switch won the T-shirt last night on the blues 5150 show.
That's cool, man. Congratulations.
Right? That was you, wasn't it? I was
Which show was
saying
that?
in the chat. I was saying, hey man, pick the most expensive thing that they have.
What, do you get to pick something from the Van Halen store?
Pick that girl's jacket that I have that Steve Anderson sent me. It's like $200. Thank you, Steve.
Oh, here's a topic that Dane loves to get into there. He and I argued this with Phil McKnight this week in his shop, that the worst guitar solo ever was the Cult of Personality from Living Color.
Whoa.
That's because Dane doesn't understand Vernon Reid. He doesn't understand what the point of that solo was.
Worst guitar solos on You Gotta Fight for Your Right to Party, right?
Anything from that guitarist.
Or maybe
why are you beating on Slayer?
I'm not beating on Slayer. I'm beating on that guitarist.
maybe
His guitar solos lacked a little bit.
I mean, I love Removal Machine, but that solo is not in any key close to what the song is. By the
you should hear the Manor Sessions version of it, where he's all over the place. I mean, even more so.
A lot of worse guitar solos than that Cult of Personality. I love that.
Breaking. Yeah, I love it too. Yeah. I would say the solo in "I Drink Alone" from George Thorogood is pretty shitty. When you hit the same note 42 times or so. I don't know.
Well, the solo from Cinnamon Girl is one note.
Oof.
Yeah,
but I'm not saying that's
Yeah, the solo from "Keep on Rockin' in the Free World."
A lot of the Neil Young solos were.
Yes, Neil Young is hacky, super overrated as a player.
But a songwriter, he's right up there with.
He's a great songwriter.
A lot of them. I mean,
there's a reason why
up there with Dylan.
There's a reason why Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young can fill a hockey arena, and why Crosby, Stills, and Nash are playing theaters.
Yeah,
Neil Young is worth 12,000 people.
Meh.
If Crosby, Stills, and Nash are playing by themselves, they're a 5,500 seat theater band.
I'd rather see Neil Young live than any of the.
If Neil Young is in there, they're playing hockey arenas. That's the difference.
No, I wouldn't say anything bad. But yeah, the Cinnamon Girl solo is. I remember playing in college with some guys, and it's like let's cover Cinnamon Girl.
Let's cover our kernels with cinnamon.
I played drums on that.
I'm a huge fan of the Typo Negative cover of that song.
That's one of the best fucking pictures right there.
Is it though? I haven't. Since Jay's not here, a lot of the last kernels I got went to waste because it was just I couldn't be eating that for 2 weeks straight. They sent me too much.
Fuck, that popcorn is good.
It's so good, but it's like
ridiculous.
Rich. It's very rich.
Good shit.
Kernelsgourmet.com. Mention Johnny Beane or Jay Hannon when ordering, and you'll get so much you'll have to throw it out.
Right? No, it didn't. I can't say it went to waste. A few, I gave some to my parents. My girlfriend had some, so it was well received, something like that. I don't know.
Interesting question from a Facebook user who shall remain nameless because all I see is Facebook user.
I'll tell you who that is. I can see who they are. That's Keenan.
Oh, hello, Keenan.
Keenan Neighbors.
Can we guess on this? I would probably guess Paul saw them the most.
I'm trying to see right now.
I only saw them 3 times. So.
Oh gosh. I'll count.
I guess I just gave mine away, but I'm pretty sure I'm the lowest number on the group here.
I think I've only seen him 5 or 6 times. 6 times.
That's twice as many as me. Then it must be Caleb who saw them the most. Or Michael. I don't know. Michael, you saw them on like 81, didn't you?
I'm close to 30.
Holy.
Never mind. Winner.
Yep. Winner. Close to 30.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, take us from beginning,
Rush is my second. And I know that Johnny loves that.
I'd rather see Air Supply.
I know a guy that's seen Rush almost 100 times.
Holy shit!
That's easy to do with Rush. They had a
Ridiculous.
50-year career almost.
It's ridiculous.
I've seen Van Halen 14 times.
Wow.
Well, Rush hasn't had it. Rush's first album came out
second.
4 years before Van Halen.
How many, Johnny?
I've counted 15.
Oh man,
I was lucky enough because living in New York, I had the 3 big arenas. I had the Brendan Byrne at the time.
So what was your first time you saw them?
1980.
1980. You saw them on Women and Children. So
wow, I wasn't born.
I've seen him 7 times.
You saw them on, and where did you see them in 80?
I don't fucking remember, dude. I don't remember what I had for one of the 3.
But I bet I'm the only one on this show that's been thrown out of a sound check.
No fucking way. Have you?
Oh yeah, for illegally taping Eddie playing.
What year?
And then broadcasting it to the greater Boston area?
No, 15? I didn't do that one.
Well,
15. The video is up on my Facebook page somewhere. I'll find it.
Oh, that was you?
Really?
I'm serious.
Man,
I've seen that video. Or a couple. There's only a couple of videos from Soundcheck of 2015.
Yeah, let me look for it. See if I can find it. Where's the? Is there? I can't even find a video.
Awesome, Keenan.
It's at the bottom, I think. Or did I delete it? Yeah, it's only about 30 seconds of it. Oh no, it's not on my page anymore.
Amazing 30 seconds.
No, it's not on my page anymore. I took it down.
All right, I'm next. I gotta go, boys.
I'll send it to you at some point, Johnny. John Biel.
Yeah, share it. I'd like to hear that.
Yeah, that'd be great. Good night, Caleb.
Have a great night, everybody.
Good night, Caleb.
Caleb. See you next
Later,
time.
Caleb.
Next week. Yeah.
Love ya.
Here it is. If you go, I'll send you the link, Johnny, if you want to play it. It's
No,
only
I can't play that. We'll get flagged.
Sure, he can. My guess is there's no. It's at the bottom on the last 2 in the bottom.
So, Michael, which tour was your favorite? Which tour was?
Holy shit.
You've seen them since the beginning, more or less.
Well, you know, 84 was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you right now, one of my favorite ones was just in 2012 for the last album. I love that last album, man. That
was a good tour. The 12 tour.
What, Different Kind of Truth? I think it's
yes.
I think it's an incredibly underrated record. I love it.
I love that album.
It's a little loud as far as, the loudness wars are apparent on it.
Yeah, but who cares, man? I mean, listen to Honey Baby Speedy Doll.
Oh, I'm with you.
Listen to what Eddie's doing.
I will tell you, the one song I don't like on the record is The Trouble With Never, because it's a ripoff of Crosstown Traffic.
That's the trouble.
I love the lyrics, but the music is completely.
See you, Sherman.
Crosstown Traffic.
Night, Sherman.
Sherman Callahan.
Did you get those videos, John?
I haven't looked. Yeah, I got it. Or Johnny, you're talking to Johnny.
Both.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
who
see.
You're talking to? Who that?
I don't see where it is
in the messenger.
If you look at the link that I sent you, click it, and it's at the bottom of the page.
The very bottom. I see.
The very bottom, which is videos.
Is it the 42-second one?
There's 2, not what says videos of you, but your videos. It's down on the bottom. There's 2 of them.
Oh.
The one with the finger up the nose?
Yeah. There's 2. You'll see the place is empty.
We've heard this before.
Yeah.
Unmistakable as soon as you hear that.
He's just by himself, just jamming.
Crazy. Play 3 seconds of that.
And they threw you out for doing that?
They threw us out. Somebody was a stage manager or somebody saw it and said, you guys are going to need to leave. And it was because we were up by the soundboard walking along the ramp area. And there were like 4 of us, and 2 people had phones that were recording. I had mine down by my hip, which is why you can't really see it.
It's one of the best sounding sound check recordings. The other few I've heard were terrible sounding. That one sounds good.
And that's it. It's just him just jamming.
That was cool.
Yeah. So then somebody came over and said, you guys are going to have to leave. So.
Were you
there after you were done?
After he was done doing those 2 things, they walked over. I don't know if somebody saw us filming.
Were you working or were you just?
Oh, I was working. Yeah, we were working. I think they were clearing the floor, clearing the arena for the band to come out and do their full sound check. Not the band, but Eddie was already out, obviously ahead of everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't necessarily because you were recording. It was just
no, but we don't know it wasn't. Yeah. We don't know it wasn't. We just know that we just know that within seconds of those 2 videos being shot, we were asked to leave. Coincidence? Maybe.
Yeah, they authorized recording for those tours, audience recordings, but it was up to the arena. I think most of the arenas, nixed it.
Yeah, I was able to get. I mean, we were just far enough away because I believe that's just stage volume. I don't know that that's PA, but who knows? Because I don't know if there was anybody at the soundboard at the time, so we don't know.
Wow. Yeah, that's clear though.
Yeah,
that's super clear.
And I think that might be why it's just stage volume, because if it was going through the PA, I think it would have been over our heads. And it would have overloaded the microphone on an iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it might have just been him out there punching up the stage volume, just jamming and warming up and stuff before they came out to do the first sound check. I could be wrong, but I mean, it does feasibly, looking at the amount of amplifiers he has on stage, if he just cranks up the master on one of them, it's going to sound like that in an empty arena.
Mm-hmm. But none of those amps on stage is what he's actually using.
I bet he's got one cab. I bet he's got something on stage. Yeah, he's got to have something on stage to hear himself.
I think he's got 3.
The cab. The cabs are live, but all those heads are dummies.
The heads are
they're just lights.
I understand it. He probably has the guy, the guy stage left who's handling the stage volume. Just open. But there was nobody on the soundboard up in the front of the arena.
What year was that, Paul?
2015.
Okay. That's why I saw him on Red Rocks, 15.
Yeah, they did the shed. They did a shed tour.
No. Was it raining that night, Michael?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember. I've seen that show.
But
it was a good show.
Kenny Wayne Shepherd opened up.
Yep.
And they had the gear. They had all the backline covered in tarps, didn't they?
Yeah, and it rained pretty decent with Kenny Wayne, and I love Kenny Wayne Shepherd, by the way.
And his backing band that night was Double Trouble.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Was it?
Yep. His rhythm section was Double Trouble.
Holy fuck! I did not know that. And I saw Stevie Ray Vaughan with Double Trouble twice. In fact, the Carnegie Hall.
Tommy Shannon may not have played because I think Tommy is sick. I think he's got like Parkinson's or something like that. So Tommy may, but I know Chris Slayton was on drums for sure because I saw him backstage.
Okay, awesome. I did not know that.
What's the stage announcement from Montreux? They announced, Tommy Shannon on bass.
Yep.
And I can't remember any of the other band members.
Chris Slayton, and then Doyle Bramhall.
I hear that whatever it was, French accent or something from, because I've watched that video several times of the
where when they get booed at the beginning.
Montreux. Yeah, well, that was the 84 they got booed, and then 80. It was
82 and 85 with the two.
82 and 80, so 82 they got booed, and 85 they were like on top of the world.
It's this.
The 85 was awesome, and they had the guest guitarist on one of the songs.
It's this show.
I have that CD. Yeah, I think I have that.
It's a CD DVD set. Live in Montreux.
I have the DVD, the Montreux.
Yeah. It came as a special 2 CD, 2 DVD set. And it's phenomenal.
Days.
Yeah.
I met Stevie Ray Vaughan. I met Stevie Ray Vaughan. I got his autograph down at Tower Records in Lower Manhattan for the Couldn't Stand the Weather tour. I met him twice. Me and my buddy. I loved him so much, man. And he was actually one of the he was the first musician that actually cried when he passed away. That's how much I was really into his music. Yeah.
I cried that day too, not because I was a huge fan, but it was sort of a weird thing. I was working in a warehouse at Leechmere in Framingham with Wayno, one of the show producers. He was our drummer and my roommate. And then our guitar player, Dave, who was an Yngwie clone, who's no longer with us. We referred to him as Cancer Dave because he had cancer. But Dave came upstairs and he had tears in his eyes. His eyes were all red and stuff. Sorry, is this a boring story? His eyes were all red.
No, this ain't boring at all, man.
And Wayno and I were like, Dave, what's up? Are you all good? And he goes, Stevie Ray Vaughan's helicopter crashed in Wisconsin last night. And we were like, oh man, that sucks. And it was just, you could hear hair grow. For whatever reason, the entire warehouse where we would have trucks coming in and conveyor belts going and all of this, like, pallet jacks, electric pallet jacks, and all this hustle and bustle of this huge department store in Framingham, Massachusetts, just went silent at the same time. And it was just like, and the tears just started to come down. Like we couldn't believe that, and it was weird because none of us were huge fans, but it was just sort of a moment of realization that life is fleeting. Because remember, he had just got his shit together. There were two guys that just got their shit together and then died. Stevie Ray and Kinnison. They had just got their shit together, and it was like, finally, these two guys. It would have been like if Scott Weiland or Cobain had cleaned up and then had a plane crash. You would have been like, you were rooting for these guys who were right at the edge of their lives, who were, despite all the odds, were able to get their shit together. And then life deals them this curveball. And we all just kind of went, wow, that sucks that Stevie Ray went. And I swear to God, this is good. And I think I've told this part of the story before because I remember the captain's response when I said it. My initial thought was, why couldn't it have been Robert Cray?
Yeah, you did say that.
And not because I wish ill will upon Robert Cray, but of all the guys that played that show, it was Eric Clapton, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Robert Cray, and I forget who else.
And you know that's obviously, well, I'm sure you do. Originally, Clapton,
right, was supposed to be on that helicopter,
and Clapton asked Stevie, "Do you mind switching?" And Steve's like, "Yeah, no problem," because he had to get out of there for whatever reason.
That's the same story as the
Big Bopper,
Skinner and the Cliff Burton and
all
those.
Yeah, shit happens.
Bopper, yeah, all of that.
Yeah. And I saw him at on the they have the live album at Carnegie Hall, right?
Right.
I was there for one of the 2 nights.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. For the live album, I was in the audience. I'm not sure which one and how it went. I do remember going in and they had all of the signs up saying that they're going to be recording and maybe.
Stevie?
I'm sorry?
For Stevie Ray Vaughan or?
Yeah, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Stevie Ray Vaughan live at Carnegie Hall. That album, I was at the first or second show. I don't remember, but I was at one of the shows. Yeah,
live at the El Macombo. That's a great 83, I think that was, and that's before he broke and a nice, great live show. It just
in fact, the day before, I got jumped and had somebody hit me in the head with a fucking chain.
Oh man.
I'll get into the whole thing with that later if you want. It's a true story. Sort of mother and father in heaven. Yep.
That sounds painful.
Yeah, it was painful. Like the day before.
You still made it to the Stevie Ray Vaughan show.
Yeah, my mother did not want me to go. but I still went. No. So
I have.
You're welcome.
I have board mixes of Stevie Ray rehearsing with David Bowie for the tour.
Oh God, I'd love to hear that.
Yeah.
Did he tour with them, or I know he played?
No, he was supposed to tour with him. He did the record with him, and he was supposed to tour with him. And Stevie said, while they were in rehearsals for the tour, he said, "Look, I got an album coming out called Texas Flood. On off nights when the band isn't playing, would you be opposed to Double Trouble? I'll pay to have Double Trouble on the tour, and we'll play off nights in these little clubs." And Bowie had a problem with it, so Stevie said, "I'm not doing the tour."
How many songs did he? How much on that album did he play? He was just a guest.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
I know he played on what China Girl or China, whatever, it's China Doll.
China Girl.
And,
Let's
China
Dance.
Girl.
Let's
He was
dance.
on Let's Dance. Yeah.
No.
I'm looking right now if I can find the sessions.
Jump
I'll
in.
tell you what songs he did.
Wikipedia.
Jump in. Look it up.
Wikipedia.
It's your show.
Yeah, we're getting late too. What is it? Yeah.
It's midnight 10 here, which is
Winding
3:10 your
down
time.
here.
You got to wake up for breakfast in a couple hours.
Right. Up for breakfast.
Well, I want to spin this back real quick, if you don't mind, to the 2012 Van Halen tour.
There you go. Pepsi.
Oh, wow.
Cool in the Gang.
Row 8.
Wow.
Wow.
$149. Damn.
Okay,
wait. That's not even that. Is that a real ticket?
Yeah, fucking hate it.
At that time, they just scanned the tickets. They didn't even rip them.
Oh, it's not torn?
Yeah.
Teared?
I have a
No, they scanned it. They scanned it.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even have a real ticket. I just printed the stuff out.
But do you have a ticket from an unused ticket from the 91 tour?
And this is the I put the full package, the best you can get.
Package.
Yeah.
Hey, digital split. Welcome.
And originally we were supposed to get a backstage tour of the backstage, but for whatever reason they couldn't make that. And they were like, "Okay, listen, we have bad news and good news. The bad news is we can't get you backstage to check out the the backstage. The good news is you can do the sound check."
That's cool. That's better.
So I had first row for the sound check, and fuck, was that awesome! And I brought my little iPod in, and I recorded it, and it sounds like crap. So I mean, I would never even put it up. I mean, it's so because I had to hide it, right? I had to hide it.
Just audio, you didn't, yeah.
It was just audio, yeah. And I regret to this day, I should have probably yelled out, to Eddie if he could
turn it up, dude. No.
Well, no, just say hi to him. Well, just that's the closest I ever got to the fucking man, And he was sick as a dog. He kept apologizing during the sound check. During the sound checks, Roth never came out. It was just the band, right? And so you had Wolfie and Alex and Eddie. And I mean, he kept blowing his nose. He's like, "I apologize. I'm just sick," but he's still,
sick as a dog.
Performed. Yeah. Man, I mean, he said, he goes, "I'm sorry. I'm sick as a dog. I apologize for blowing my nose, blah, 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 blah." But, and one of the cool things is they asked us, "What song do you want us to play?" Wolfgang asked us. They gave one slot in, if you will, to us there. Now, I don't know if
oh, at the sound check?
Yeah, at the sound check. We take one guess. It's off of VH2.
Out of Love.
Beautiful Girls.
Mm-mm.
Bottoms Up.
Mm-mm.
DOA.
Yes.
Because I know they did a couple. They did Light Up the Sky and
yeah.
They opened with that
away. Dance the Night Away.
So
Beautiful Girls.
They opened with Unchained on that night.
DOA, that would be cool. Yeah, that was one that they didn't play a lot.
Wolfgang, what songs you want to play?
Cap, which you want to hear? You want to hear Heroes? Because the only two that anybody would know are Heroes or Rebel Rebel.
Rebel.
All right.
Rubble.
So Rebel. This is Stevie Ray, and I'm just going to play it through the microphone here, and we're not going to get flagged for it because there's no way there's an algorithm for this. But here's a little bit of Stevie Ray with David Bowie rehearsing.
Very restrained Stevie Ray. Is that Bowie singing?
So there you go.
So what's that recording again? Is that a rehearsal?
It's tour rehearsals for Bowie.
Was it Bowie singing or Mick Ronson?
Yeah. No, it's Bowie.
Cool.
It's Bowie.
That's badass.
Yeah.
Heard that stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, there's no way we'll get demonetized for that because there's no algorithm for it. Nobody will catch it. It's a
Johnny saying, "Oh yeah."
No, they won't.
Damn.
Welcome to the last night of Straturday Night Live.
Yeah, it's over, everybody.
Yes, it is over. It's getting late, folks.
Oh yeah, it's late. And hey, digital split. Good to see you in here,
want to
man.
keep going? Go for it.
No, I got some stuff I gotta do.
Digital
tomorrow.
split, please. Yes.
Here's my unused ticket before I put it away. Oops.
It's upside down.
I wish that was the sad night. October 30th, night before Halloween. But couldn't use it.
Wow.
I couldn't get a ride. I was, 15, couldn't get a ride, and it was last minute, but at least I have the stub or the full ticket. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
What toys did you see, John Biel?
What's that?
What toys did you see with VH?
What did I see? I saw the first show I saw was Providence, Rhode Island, 91. That one that I couldn't use was Worcester, 91. One of like 2 or 3 nights in Worcester. So I didn't go to that one. 93, I saw them at Mansfield in Massachusetts, Great Woods. And then 95, I saw them at Worcester again, 95. That was it. So yeah, I didn't go to the any of the other tours. The 2004, I heard. Well, 99, I was, pissed off about all the changes that they'd gone through and the tease with Roth and what did I say, 99, whatever the 3 tour was. That was 98, 99 or something.
Yeah.
2004, I heard all the bad that things weren't.
I saw him in 2004. I remember how young,
hit or miss, with
Wolfie was, and Eddie was.
He just kind of Wolf came in and joined Ed on the solo, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah, but Ed was all over the map.
Yeah. And then again,
I mean, I was ecstatic to see him, but it's just
And then when Roth joined, in 07 when they came back with Roth, I think I was still I wanted to see Michael, and I was kind of mad that they didn't go out with Michael. Subsequently, I love everything Wolf's done with them, but I've been watching some of the 08 shows, which were really good. I mean, when after Ed cleaned himself up, those are some of the best shows.
Despite
the new Roth era.
Yeah, despite the lack of enthusiasm and bad stage mix, I thought Eddie played really well in the 98 tour too.
Yeah, it was the whole, the whole swap, the vocal when they came out in 96 with Roth, everyone was excited for that, and then Sharon, who had
he was stellar though. I mean, the band was locked in on that tour. They just had the wrong guy singing. It's kind of like when we saw Guns N' Roses go into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but they had Miles Kennedy on vocals. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Something was wrong. So something was amiss. The band itself was locked in though. They were so good.
And they played a lot of deep tracks that they hadn't played in years with that tour.
And that made it even that much better because you could hear the joy in those songs that hadn't been played in so long.
Yeah, looking back at some of the tour footage from that they really were. And Gary was Gary. He was great. I mean,
he was great, but he's just the wrong guy.
One of the best vocalists of the last 30 years. Gary,
he's still great,
right up there with
I love Gary Schroen.
Bad Company and Freddie Mercury and all that stuff.
Extreme, my God,
I love Extreme. Extreme is a fantastic.
So do I.
Yeah,
they'll never get the
perfect
credit
mix.
they deserve is who they are. But I mean, you talk about a band that understands. Nuno understands the greatness of Eddie as a rhythm player.
Oh fuck yeah!
Is clearly influenced by him, and then adds that funk that very few guitar players have ever been able to master.
Just listen to Get the Funk Out.
Yeah, there's so much stuff. I mean, Cupid's Dead. I mean, there's just so much stuff that he does that I love about Extreme. And by the way, that rhythm section, now that they've got Kevin Figueredo on drums, Mike Mangini was great, but Kevin and Pat lock in and they've got a swing that works really well. And that's that chemistry thing that we talked about with Van Halen earlier. As goes Alex, so goes the band. When they got a good drummer in Extreme, the music is that much better. Mangini was phenomenal. Kevin Figueredo is great. Look, Paul Geary was the original guy, but he's clearly the weakest drummer that's ever played in Extreme.
Listen to Play With Me by Extreme.
His tone is great. His playing is great. Nuno is, with the exception of he won a guitar award in like 1989, 88, 89, after the first record came out. The first record was 89. Was guitar player who could use a little less playing. I think he got accused of being an overplayer in the beginning, and I think he figured that out and found his balance between, technical dexterity and ability and songwriting. And I think he's one of arguably the most underrated guitar player of his era.
I agree 1,000,000%. I fucking love Nuno, man.
Absolutely, yeah. And he's definitely carried the torch for Van Halen, since Extreme's been out of the spotlight, but he's always
he unabashedly also says it.
I don't think he felt I think he encouraged Gary to take that job. You know what I mean?
Oh, he did.
I'm sure he did. That's just the way.
Did he really?
He thought about it.
Yes. Yeah. No, because Van Halen was Nuno's favorite band.
Yeah.
I know that. Yeah.
So he was like, "Hell yeah, you got to do that."
Nobody could refuse that. Gary Sharon certainly couldn't.
Yeah. Eddie calls you up. Listen,
he's on the short list of new.
I'm looking to make a new album. You want to sing on my album?
Yeah.
What do you do? Well, I'll call you back tomorrow. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the funk out.
No, I would not be surprised if and when they do the tribute show. That not unlike when Extreme stole the Freddie Mercury tribute. You could argue that, but you'd be wrong. Extreme was the best band.
I was going to
by far
that up. Yeah.
By far at the Freddie Mercury tribute. Better than Elton John, better than Guns N' Roses, better, than Axl, better than anybody else on that, better than George Michael. Extreme were the best band on that show. I would almost guarantee it if Nuno is given the opportunity to get on stage with Michael Anthony and Alex Van Halen, he will be the best guitar player on stage that night.
Mm-hmm.
He'll absolutely be the best. He'll get it.
Cannot argue it. But
he'll nail Eddie.
Because he's going to do it dead on because that's what he's been doing since he was a teenager.
Right. Him and Dweezil.
Yep, Dweezil too.
Dweezil's another one. Yeah,
my choice for tributes, definitely.
Yep, those are the two guys that I think most get the true spirit and technical acumen of Eddie Van Halen because they understand the rhythm and the songwriting that Eddie has that nobody else has.
And then Johnny Beane too. Don't forget Johnny.
Well, Johnny's going to be playing at Gary Kramer's winery. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's not quite it. It's not quite the Eddie Van Halen tribute show, but
no, Johnny, he'll
be
be
busy that night.
He'll be producing it. He's gonna put this shit together.
Johnny be busy that night.
Yeah.
I'm available.
There you go.
Man.
All right, John Beale, take us out.
We good? All right. Let's have a good week, everyone. And good to see Michael Smith again, the captain, back in the house.
Thank you.
Don't forget to tune into Johnny's shows during the week. Tuesday with Paul Neanderthal and John Mancuda. And as well, you got Metal Wednesday this week, right? Or no, that's 2 weeks.
I don't know.
A couple weeks, I don't know.
It's in a couple weeks.
Jay
Johnny
Hannon
never leaves that chair.
Jay Hannon will join Johnny on Friday nights as usual for talking Van Halen live. And then Straturday night next week with me and everyone else. So have a great week, everyone. Let's call it a night.
Bye. That's your cue.
Thank you, channel members. We love all of you. And Digital Split, good to see you in here, man. I've been following you for years.
Johnny wants to love you all personally.
We still here?
Oh,
We are.
oh yeah.
Follow me on Amazon.
Oh, yeah, Amazon.
Here goes the post-show rambling.
JohnnyBean.shop. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Have a good night.